Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast.
Get it right.
This week brought to you by.
I don't have a pair of MeUndies. Hint, hint, sponsor. But I need to get a pair.
Do you have, it's great. I have a promo code you can use.
What is it, Gus?
We'll get to it later.
I'll literally do it right here.
I had some left
later.
on my chair in Achievement Hunter. I assume someone gave them to me and they weren't used, but I wore them.
Yep, they were new.
Thumbs up?
Thumbs up for me.
I don't know if you want to say that about underwear.
Thumbs up the butt.
Thumbs up.
I'm
Why
Gus.
did you say you were? I'm Gavin.
I'm Barbara. What?
I went faster. Bernie.
I'm Gus.
We should be way better at that than we are.
Y'all
after
are terrible.
400
We're just going to shut
podcasts.
down. Fuck it.
How many podcasts?
Is this 363?
It's my new thing to always ask what podcast we're on.
363.
363.
It's almost too many.
It's too many. I was thinking the same thing. It's too many.
Like when we get to 1,000, we're not going to be like 1,000.
Oh my
we're gonna
god,
be,
1,000 fucking kill me.
We're going to be embarrassed.
You're gonna be dead by then, guys.
Yeah, so it took us 7 years to get this far. So it would be like another 14 years before we hit 1,000.
We had that one week
Definitely
where
dead
we
by
did
then.
5 in a week.
Yeah, that was bad.
The drive safe edition
That was real bad.
What does that mean, drive safe?
because they're little mini drunk tanks.
I see what you're doing.
It was a joke that you made at the time, I assume.
Did I really?
So
I probably did.
I did something dumb last week, or I thought something dumb, I
I
should
did
say.
a lot of dumb things.
I flew out to Seattle. I was working on something out there. So as we were flying from Austin out there, the flight path for some reason took us really close to Las Vegas, and I could see like with the in-flight map that we were going to pass pretty much right over Vegas. So when we got close, I looked out the window and I saw that solar facility outside of Vegas. I think it's called like Solar One or something like that, where it's like
Yeah, I know
all
the
those
one.
different arrays, those mirrors that like focus the sun's energy back up on one point. I was like, wow, and you could see it was really bright.
What are
And
they
like,
focusing at?
like some water tower where they boil water and it makes steam and then it drives a turbine.
It's mirrors that focus everything at the thing that captures the energy.
Seems really inefficient.
It's actually more efficient because mirrors don't take anything to power, unless I guess they rotate as well. But then it all
It's solar powered.
What?
Yeah, but wouldn't it be better just to have solar panels there?
No.
So you're saying if all of that mirror space was solar powered,
Listen,
solar panels,
They could
you
be
couldn't boil water?
They might be solar. I don't know. I don't know enough about the facility. I'm sure people on Twitter will correct me instantly.
Why not just put a giant
It
magnifying
seems like we
glass
should
on
know
the
what
water
that's
tower?
called. Like, what is that kind of solar installation plant called?
Reflective.
Nope.
Like a centered plant or something. Like it directs all the sunlight to the center. Also seems unbelievably dangerous to direct that much sunlight
Well,
in one
imagine a
direction.
bird
bet.
flying through.
A bird, yeah, no.
Stupid bird.
Bird wouldn't even get close
It's the
to
middle of
that.
the desert. There's no birds. But anyway, so I see the thing off in
I
the
wonder if a
distance.
bird could fly
Shut
through
up.
that.
So I see the thing off in the distance, and I think, oh, this makes me think of Fallout New Vegas, because in New Vegas they have that, except I think they call it Helios 1. It's a very similar facility.
Probably shouldn't have the
You shouldn't have your
phone
phone there.
this.
It probably is making interference. So I see it, and I think, oh, if I can see Helios 1, I wonder if I can see the town of Novak just a little south there. So I start like trying to look south from there, looking for Novak, and I'm like, I can't see it. Oh, you're a fucking idiot. That's
Oh, it's fictional.
it's a fake town.
You're looking for a fictional place?
I was looking for Novak from Fallout New Vegas.
So how many landmarks did you see?
I just saw the solar facility.
That can't
That's
be the
it.
first time that's happened to you. There
Yeah.
has to be another time that's happened.
That's the first time that happened to me. And I was like, thank God I didn't say that out loud to anybody else. And it was just me and my own dumb
Thank
head.
God you told everybody watching this podcast.
Driving in Los Angeles, you have those moments from time to time from Grand Theft Auto. We're just like, oh, I know exactly where I am.
I thought, yeah, it's based off like the actual city of Los Angeles, right?
Yeah.
Is it true you can't
Yep.
show the Hollywood sign?
I don't know.
Like it's copyrighted or it's trademarked and you can't show it? Or you
It's-
can't say it?
No, you can't say the Hollywood sign?
Just like you can't say Super Bowl.
Can you write it? No. There's some weird thing with the Hollywood sign. I think you have to like license it.
To shoot there? Or to shoot
Or
it,
just
include it in the movie?
show it.
Really? I don't think you can do that for things in a public place. Right,
Is it a
Gus?
public place? Or is it
Well,
privately
it's on
owned?
the side of a hill.
It might be privately owned land.
What's a
But
private
viewable.
hill?
It's fenced off.
Can you not have a private hill?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
viewable.
but your house is viewable, but it's private property.
Yeah, but I can photograph your house and put it in a movie.
Can you?
The exterior?
Can you?
I can.
What if it's trademarked?
Oh, yeah, fuck. I'll
Your
do it right
house-
now.
What if your
I'll
house
put-
is trademarked?
Concentrated solar thermal.
Concentrated solar thermal. So what's in the, let's talk about what's in the center of a concentrated solar thermal
Solar
plant.
thermal collector. Okay.
So in the middle of that is a solar thermal collector. But what does that mean? So
What does that mean?
no, I'm asking myself that. That's self-reflexive. What does that mean? That is a ceramic something
Yep.
that water passes through and is superheated
Why would you want it ceramic?
because it can handle all that heat. Not many things can handle that amount of heat.
Ceramic does handle a lot of heat.
Yeah, it does.
A lot of
Yeah,
cookware.
but
ceramic.
wouldn't you want something that transfers heat?
Yeah, it gets
It does.
hot. Yeah.
What do you mean? It transfers heat. Why
It
wouldn't
does?
It wouldn't transfer the heat. It'll hold heat for a very long time as well, for a long period of time. But it'll transfer to the water. Water's hard to heat, so. Listen, I'm just guessing. That's my guess. What do you think it is, Gavin? In the center of a centralized solar thermal thing. Is that
I
right?
think
Did I
there's
get
a
it right?
big-
concentrated.
Big thermometer, right? And the energy.
Go ahead,
I
please.
wasn't going anywhere with that.
So what is it? You're not looking it up?
It's the
Oh,
Hulk.
it was a long Wikipedia article. I don't have time to read all
I
that.
guess we'll never know.
I spent all my
I'm talking. People are laughing at me.
I spent all my time reading about gravitational waves. I got it wrong already. Just gravitational waves?
So
what's
what happened?
interesting?
They detected 2 black holes hit each other, and then there was gravity.
If you take a super dense object and you spin it, it makes these gravitational waves.
Yeah, but
which
if-
basically, now they can detect them, proves general relativity.
So if we
goes
spin
from
Gavin around, will that happen?
goes from a theory now to a law.
But surely,
Very
if
good.
2 black holes hit each other,
Surely.
they didn't,
Why?
What does
because
that
they're
mean?
not they're like anti-space.
But they are there.
They're super dense,
they're like sucking in everything, even light.
Right. They
including
sucked
other
in each
black
other.
holes.
It's like
But
a
what-
69 in space.
There was one black hole sucked out from by the other? Was one
From
You know what? We should ask your brother.
You should definitely ask your brother.
But like, what can one black hole do to the other? Will it pull stuff out of that one, or what? Is it just sucking in the stuff near the black hole?
They just attract to one another.
But then what happens? Like, do they just?
They combine into like a super duper.
But which one goes in the other?
Then they just
It
bump
doesn't matter.
donuts.
They meet in the middle.
So they're the same thing.
It's a compromise between 2 black holes.
It's like 2 ladies having sex.
Well, isn't a supermassive
The
black
popping
hole?
noise that it's making is really something.
Isn't the middle of the solar system just a
Bumpin'
bunch
donuts.
of black holes?
Bumping donuts? I'm sorry.
Aaron's
I love. We're having a sidebar
So
conversation
middle
over here, Gavin.
middle of the
What do you want to know
galaxy,
about the black
What did I
holes?
say?
Solar system.
Nah, that's the sun. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
Do they wax?
So anyway, they basically the theory of relativity is not the law of relativity yet, but it's now on the pathway for that. It's going to become a law because they can prove.
Does it need like 2/3 of the planet to vote for it?
I don't know how that works actually. I don't know when does something become a scientific law. Does the governing body of science get together and go?
I hear that-
we
that-
ratified this.
That's gonna be the plot of Star Wars Episode 9, right? The Imperial Senate's gonna meet to see if we can
Science
ratify
law.
the law.
Somebody
of relativity.
in the comments section asked a interesting question I thought, which is, does the evidence of gravitational waves now disprove any other laws that we thought were laws?
Time.
Like, does it throw out anything else? And according to comment section scientists, no, it does
Jaywalking.
not. It just proves general relativity. That's
So
it.
there was no like competing law that
Yeah,
lost
like
out,
yeah,
like the law of negative gravity.
or like evolution and the Big Bang. And not, or I got that backwards. Evolution and like creationism. Those
what's
seem at
negative
odds with each
gravity?
other.
I don't know.
Outward force.
Yeah, things push each other away. That's gravity. No, I don't know. We are not scientists.
Go-
And
please.
I'm sure people are going to.
Good thing we start off this podcast
repeatedly.
with science.
Has
That's-
anyone ever
um,
just made up science, but it's real?
Has anyone ever made up science?
Einstein
but
seems
it's
pretty
real?
damn close. Like some of the stuff that he was saying.
Like, it's just like, maybe that's the thing. Oh, it is. Cool.
Is there anything like? So we discovered these gravitational waves.
That's a quote. I want to see that like on a Facebook motivational thing, like with a picture of Einstein.
Maybe that's right. Okay, cool.
Well, that's pretty much what I mean. We're 100 years, well, to the year, not to the date, but to the year, 100 years since they were theorized that gravitational waves exist. Then they proved and measured that they do exist.
But what does it mean? Like, how does it affect? Like, why is this news today?
Because it's a major step forward
In-
I see. It's a good question. I don't know what practical thing it's going to lead to. The big thing is that it will allow us to do. It'll allow us to see things in space. Gavin, you'll be excited about this. Like black holes that we previously could not measure, but now we can measure those things and those events because we can see the evidence of them with gravitational waves.
Has there ever been an explosion in space
Yep.
Yes,
that sent
several.
a ripple of time?
Did you ever see Star Wars? So that's part of it. It's a ripple through
But if-
space time.
If there's a time ripple
Go ahead.
and you go towards it
As you
through
do.
the wave, do you skip a year?
I don't know what a wave means. Like, I don't know if you want like a
Like go
Barbara's-
forward in time.
You look like you would
Well,
check
yeah, like
out.
if time is
No,
like
no, it's like
I'm
so
trying
her
to
processing
process.
power was thinking about it. Like every
Well,
other thing froze.
I'm trying to take the like position of legitimately trying to understand what you're going for.
Well, there was
say
another.
that,
So
say like time. Imagine time as this,
As
and then there's a
this.
ripple, right? And it like sends this ripple.
Okay, and it,
Time will
like,
be like
pushes time?
compressed here. So if you experience that compressed bit, does time speed up or slow down to you?
I saw a somewhat related topic
What?
to this.
Yeah.
Which was I saw people talking about how if they were talking about the speed of light and that if you how can I say this and not fuck it up? It would take light to cross the known universe. It would take it 14 billion years.
Mm-hmm.
But the known universe is 93 billion light years long. Like it's bigger than the amount of 14 billion years have passed since the Big Bang Theory. That was it. But the universe is 93 billion light years wide. How is it wider than there was time?
Whoa.
Like, is the universe expanding faster than the speed of light, which is our constant?
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
That's exactly
Well,
it.
surely that just means the universe is older than we think.
No, I think the explanation was that space expands at a different speed and isn't bound by that law of the speed of light.
That's bollocks. Light's the fastest thing. You
Right.
can't expand space faster than light.
Space-time.
But light.
So everything would be dark.
But
What-
light
That's why,
years,
that's why the universe is dark.
light years are the speed of light, like across a distance. What if the distances are different as you get further out in the universe?
What if it operates on hammer time?
Barbara asked the important questions.
Thank
What
you,
if
Barbara.
it's hammer time? So we have gravitational waves.
Yeah.
So now you can have every question you've ever wanted to ask about supernovas and black holes and everything. They will now be able to measure all that stuff.
I like how you call it supernovas now.
What is
Instead of
supernova? Supernova. Do you ever think that
Nope.
we'll discover something that will just make us look at the universe in a different way, and that it will change fundamentally the way that we interact as people with the universe?
I think
Like
maybe,
you can learn such a basic fact about physics. You're like, oh, I know how to travel through time now. Like
well,
that kind of thing.
maybe it's like the God, I can't believe we're down the science rabbit hole. Maybe it would
This is theory. This is science fiction that we're into
it would
right
be
now.
like the confirmation or the discovery of observable dark matter. And then learning that there's this whole array of stuff in the universe we never were able to observe before, but it makes up like 90% of the universe.
There will never be time travel.
How do you know?
But
'Cause-
you were just asking if you would go forward in time because of the ripple.
But someone would have come back to let us know.
Oh, they
Unless
would have
they're
messed
so
up.
far up in space that they can't get back.
They're in space now?
Maybe.
Why were they in space?
I like that they were up in space and they can't get back, but they could travel through time.
They could.
Someone already did it. We got
Maybe that's the thing. Oh, it is cool. So somebody on Twitter wants me to know. Samuel Johnson said that if the RT podcast keeps going at one episode a week, it would take us 12 years and 3 months to hit episode number 1,000.
12 years.
so my 14-year approximation was good.
You'll
Good
still
enough.
be dead,
And
though.
on that note, general relativity cannot be a law because a law is a mathematical model, according to Figman Sachs.
And thank you to Faint of Hearts for
Wait,
the,
law is maths?
Einstein.
Laws are mathematical models.
So, like, not being able to buy alcohol before 12 on a Sunday is mathematical?
Nope, Gavin. I'm talking about scientific laws. I'm not talking about
People laws.
dumb laws. Is that in the UK? What are the alcohol laws?
Such math.
Like if I want a beer at 9 p.m. on a Sunday,
If the shop's open. I mean, yeah.
there's no. I can buy beer, wine, anything, any time of day.
Just go to Waitrose.
What about liquors?
Yeah, it's all in there. It's all in the supermarket.
I learned something recently in Australia. I was down there in December, and I learned that some bars have takeaway shops. So you could go to the bar and buy a bottle of liquor and take it home.
That's class.
Oh, from a bar.
Right, it's like a bar that's also a liquor store. So you walk in and like buy a bottle of vodka.
That's
Would
actually
they
like,
be-
why isn't that
I'm going to
normal?
Amazon Prime now.
Would they
Like, somebody
be
just reminded
less
me.
willing to sell it to you on like a Friday or Saturday night when they're really busy?
No, because they have like the bar I saw it in, that was an example. It was like there was a divide down the bar, and there was like, oh, the bottle shop's on this side, and then the pub is on this side.
Can you buy a bottle and then just take it to the other side and start drinking it?
I don't
right?
know.
Yeah.
It was so weird to me.
Has anybody ever done that at a bar? Like just ordered a bottle of whiskey and just sat at a bar drinking it? Because
Yeah, you get bottle
you're paying
service.
for it.
You do it all the time at clubs.
But I'm talking about like a bottle of liquor. I know like
Yeah.
champagne and stuff they
You
do.
can do bottle service with liquor.
Oh, really?
I'll try it. Let's find out.
What?
Like how much? Like if you said, give me a bottle of Jack Daniels at a bar, like you just sit at the bar.
Because each glass is what? Like
Yeah, it would
10
be really
bucks or something?
expensive.
It would be right.
Like
It'd be like
$1,000.
yeah, it'd be like a $400-$500 bottle of liquor.
Whereas if you just went to buy it somewhere at a liquor store, it'd be
Okay.
like
It'd be much
40
cheaper.
bucks.
What
30
do I
bucks.
want to get from Amazon Prime now?
Bog roll.
To show this off.
Get
Oh,
a
toilet paper.
Hamburgers.
Toilet paper's good. I actually need toilet paper.
Did I tell you what I did with toilet paper?
What?
So anyway,
What'd you do?
I did this thing this week. I would love if we just left it at
I
that.
want to know.
What do you got, Gav? What'd you do?
So when I moved into my house, my house that I bought,
Congrats.
it was a long time ago. I decided that I never wanted to buy toilet paper for as long as I lived in that house.
Oh, I think you did tell this.
Did I tell this?
How you have like just a closet
So
full.
I took one cupboard in the bathroom and I just loaded it with toilet paper.
How much is left?
I think it was like, well, I think there were about 200, 250 rolls.
Fuck.
And I moved house, so I had to take it all with me. I had to unload it. It was like 3 moving boxes full of toilet paper.
I need to
But
get
I've
up to
still never bought toilet paper since,
I need to get up to
2014.
$15 here though. So what should I do? I've got toilet paper and gummy bears.
Do you need like a power adapter for your laptop or something?
Yeah, sure.
Do you ever wonder like, so I think about toilet paper. I don't know why, but I think about toilet paper, and I think about
Do you say it all the time?
how dumb it is and how long it took the world to invent toilet paper. Right, because toilet paper I think didn't exist till like the late 1800s.
Yeah, but if you were just working with like wood and grass and materials like that, how would you invent toilet paper?
Right, but why wouldn't you have anything? Why wouldn't doesn't
They
there?
surely use towels or
They use like
something.
leaves, right?
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah. What do you mean gross?
Did they not
Gross.
just wipe with like a washcloth?
What if you get
and
like a
then-
poison ivy leaf or something by accident?
That happens all the time. Stop being a baby.
What I would have invented like a spinning disc with bristles,
Spinning what?
like a wheel with grass taped to it, and that you spin it and you just squat your anus on it.
You
and it
like
just bats all the
you
poo
like
away.
move a crank and it's like connected via gears and cogs to this thing that
Have
spins
you
that
ever
way.
seen these reality shows that focus on these people that try to save as much money as they can?
Oh yeah.
And they use reusable toilet paper,
Get lost.
which is just like little hand towels or like washcloths that they just wash after they use
wash
it.
where?
In the laundry.
Like with all the t-shirts. This is
I mean,
lethal?
I expect them to wash them separately, but
Still, it's the same machine.
yeah, it's like
Gavin's gonna throw up.
how cheap how cheap do you have to be?
That's awful.
Yeah.
No, I could not. I could not.
I do
handle
recommend
that.
it though. I do recommend picking one thing because it's funny and it's also very handy. Pick one thing and just get it in bulk massively.
I feel like toilet paper is one of the only things you could do that with though.
Well, 'cause it
What
doesn't
else do you
expire.
go
Oh, so
through that fast?
We keep
Toothpaste?
talking about MeUndies, but MeUndies
Toothbrush?
they sell a 365 pack, so you can buy like
One pair of underwear per day.
you make one order right, and it's like all your underwear for a year.
I gotta say,
All right,
they're
I'm
fucking
ordering-
comfortable.
Toilet paper now. Done. Okay,
What
didn't
time
mean
is
to
it?
interrupt.
Are,
Good.
are they gonna?
7:46.
How are they gonna?
Experiment is.
How are they gonna get in here?
I'm not worried about that part.
Yeah, my next big bulker is going to be toothpaste. I want to see if I can buy my life's worth of toothpaste now.
What if you want to
Would
try a
that-
new
Never
brand
buy
of
it.
I can leave
toothpaste?
special instructions. So I just tell the driver, just chuck it over the gate when you get here, and that'll
Honk
count.
3 times.
All right, so this little thing here saying where the
Wouldn't
nude
that be
is.
depressing if you bought all of the toothpaste you needed for the rest of your life? Then like every time you open a new tube, it's like one less, and you see like your mortality in the form of toothpaste.
So you could live forever just by not brushing your teeth?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
No, like each like let's say you go through one tube a year, and each time
How many
you
times are
take
you brushing
away.
your teeth?
I'm just giving an example.
I
You
get one
obviously don't
tuba?
go through one a year,
One tube of toothpaste.
Oh.
so it's like you're just taking away a year.
Tuba?
She said you get one tube a year. I was like,
Are you distracted?
I'm really excited about the Amazon Prime
You're
now.
just dipping your toothbrush into a tuba.
Brush your teeth with a tube.
Yeah, just anything that doesn't expire. I recommend just getting loads of it, and it's funny.
But there's not a lot of stuff that doesn't expire.
Honey?
Don't you get that started?
Ketchup.
Ketchup expires.
It takes a while.
Doesn't take that
Yeah,
long.
but he said never
So
expires.
let me.
Oh,
is
yeah.
that-
Yep.
No.
That was
Yep.
like a necktie.
Process for absorbency.
Wiping cloths. in a
So
box.
someone
Well,
tie-dyed some bog roll?
No, that's a cloth.
Yeah, I mean, but
But why?
I know people.
then
I know
you
a lot
use
of
it and you
people
wash it.
who in 2015 they were getting their kids in cloth diapers, as they would never use disposable diapers.
Yep.
They would
why?
use cloth
Because of the
diapers.
environment?
Yeah, it's usually people on their first kid. They kind
after
of give
that.
that up by the second kid. A lot of stuff goes out the window. A lot of theory goes out the window on the second.
Did you do any of that hippie shit with your first kid?
I'll tell you what, I wish we had not used any plastic bottles, and we did use some. That's the only thing. Like,
As opposed to glass?
yes, as opposed to glass. It's like every now and then they discover something like about the way that they manufacture and process plastic
You know what I
and
give-
glass. That
You want
it's
to
like,
give glass to a baby?
When I was a baby,
Babies have glass
all of my
forever.
bottles were glass bottles.
yeah, sure.
Like I know my mother complains to this day that when I was in my crib and like I was done with the bottle in the middle of the night, I would throw it out of the crib onto the floor. Then she'd walk in the middle of the night and just cut her feet up on broken glass all the time.
Oh, you'd smash it?
Right, because I was done with it. And I would just throw it out of the
That
crib.
sounds very much
Did
like
your
you.
bedroom have a tile floor?
Yeah.
Wait, it did?
Really? What a nice baby room.
It was.
Must have been freezing.
Full of glass and
I was in a
tile.
crib. I had tons of.
I don't understand why
blankets.
some people have a concrete floor in their house.
He lived on the border of Mexico. How cold could he get? I mean, Did it ever get cold?
The ground is
No,
cold at night.
The gunfire kept us warm.
Oh, stop.
Something about hotel bathrooms are always cold. Do you feel this? Like when you go into a hotel bathroom with bare feet, it's freezing.
Yeah, I go with that.
My bathroom,
Oh.
not that cold.
I had a really weird experience. So when I was in Seattle the other day, I stayed at this awful hotel, which I'd never been to before. Don't ever go there.
You
first
book
of all-
yourself?
No, I was booked. But whatever. So
Did you order a bunch of drugs?
yes, I did.
Legal drugs?
When I was going
service.
to the hotel, I was like, okay, I need to find out where this place is. I've never been there. Looked at their website, and it was like a map link. You click on there, right? You're supposed to see a map to the hotel. 404 not found. Like, fuck. Well, that sucks.
That does suck.
So I looked at the
Maybe
bottom
that
of
was
the
the
page.
address.
Yeah. Looked at the
404.
bottom of the page, and I found the address. Copied it, pasted it in my GPS. Like, cool. All right, I found it. Drove there. By this point, it's like 1 a.m. or something. Drove there. Pull up, and like, I'm in the middle of a fucking neighborhood. So I Google search for the hotel, and it's like, oh, it's not West 3rd Street. It's just 3rd Street. Like, so the address on their fucking website took me out to the middle of goddamn nowhere. I spent another 20 minutes in the goddamn car. Whatever. Get there, finally go to sleep for a couple hours, wake up early the next morning. I'm like, all right, got to take a shower, gonna hit the road, got some meetings to get to. Get in the shower, and I've never had this happen before. There was no cold water.
No
There was
cold water.
only hot water in the shower.
Never heard of that one.
Never had that happen before. I've had no hot water before.
Sure.
Yeah.
I took the hottest, most painful shower of my life.
What do you do?
I came out and I was like beet red. I was just like glowing out of that fucking shower, and I was so fucking mad.
I bet you looked
Like steam was just rising off of my head, and I was just like so fucking angry.
Of course you were. You scalded
I was
yourself.
scalded. I was in a hurry. I couldn't complain because I had to get the fuck out of there. And I was just like, I went outside. I was just like standing there waiting for my car. I was just like furious. It was the worst start to a day I've ever had in my life.
How long
I can
did you stay
imagine
in
you
there for?
storming out and like steaming up all the windows as you went by.
It's such a fucking weird problem. And I told someone I met with later that day, and they were like, there are poor people in third world countries who would kill to have that problem. I was like, nobody
Shut up.
wants
Nobody
that
wants
problem.
to get burned.
Yeah, nobody wants first degree burns while they're getting themselves clean. Fucking awful.
How long did you have to stay in there for?
Just one night.
So why'd you rent a car?
Because I had to drive around to different places.
Right.
That's the reason you get a car?
I did not, when I went out to LA last week, I did not rent a car. I just I was going to Uber the whole time. That was a terrible idea.
When you went with me?
No, when I went out for the Amazing Race premiere.
But when you went with me, we only Ubered and it was
What was wrong
that
with
was like,
Ubering everywhere?
we only went like 2 places though.
we were in like 5 places.
It's too much money.
What was wrong with Ubering?
Just too much money.
How much is a rental car?
If you get like a silver car, it's like $70 a day.
Yeah, like a weekend you get away with like 80 bones for
We
a
didn't
weekend.
spend more than that on Ubes.
Yeah, but
Oh,
then you gotta
man.
park.
It costs like $60 to get from the airport up to Hollywood.
That's true.
It's and then there you go, right there. You do that,
But
you gotta
once
go
you're
back
there,
down.
you're
That's 120. So that's a big pain in the ass.
Well, there's no stress of driving around in LA traffic though.
Yeah, but then you
It's
gotta
very true.
Then you got to talk to a stranger.
No, you don't.
And then you got to listen and then
No.
talk about how they just started driving a fucking Uber and how it's the best thing in the world. Oh my God. And they get fucking lost. Have I bitched about my Ubers in Sydney
That
yet?
happened. That just happened to me.
I had to take the GPS away from a fucking driver. I had to deny his GPS access because he was a fucking dumbass.
My Amazon order is still being prepared.
It's not looking
Thanks
good.
for the update. B Burns.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna make people think their screen's locked up.
I thought it was locked up.
We should all do that at the same time.
Just freeze.
All of us.
You said
Guess you don't get at it.
it's because she said all of us.
I thought they were gonna go to the wide.
We need like a spinning buffering window here.
So here, let me read one of these.
You gonna read one of those?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, my eyes were watering.
Want to remind everyone this episode of the podcast is brought to you by. I'm almost done with the Feast for Crows for the second time.
Who reads it?
Roy Dotrice, who plays the pyromancer in season 2 of the TV show.
The pyromancer, the dude who makes the
Wildfire,
wildfire for at the Battle of Black Lagoon. What is it?
Blackwater.
Thank you. Oh, I got close.
Yeah, he's the dude who does all the narration.
I would recommend also you could also get the audiobook Binge by Tyler Oakley as read by the author.
Best friends now, aren't
You
you?
should get that one if you like dicks. Hope you like dicks. Because Tyler really likes dicks.
And it's great that this is right here still. While he's
I think I'm in like equivalent of like page 60 in the book. Like a quarter
The
of the way through
equivalent?
it. Well, I'm in the audio.
Oh,
So-
all right.
And it's
Does he get a lot of
Dick.
Cock.
Tyler is a very well-known, charismatic individual. I would imagine yes. But I don't know anything. I would just imagine that's the case.
I got sick.
He's up for Bachelor of the Year from Out Magazine.
Oh, really?
Out of like 100 dudes,
I
he's
thought
like
he had a boyfriend.
currently like 1 or 2. Wow.
I got sick of seeing him and not knowing him because I kept being at events with him but never talking to him. So one day I was just like, hey, introduce myself.
How'd
I
that
never
work out
do
for
that.
you?
It's good. He's very, very nice man.
Very
Did he
charismatic.
put you in the special thanks in his book?
No, I did take a selfie with him though. Because, that's how you do these days.
You take a lot of selfies these days.
Yeah. It's good. It's good stuff.
What made you make the turn? I feel like you didn't always used to be a selfie person.
Boy,
that true?
Twitter
Yeah,
feed
you're
has turned
probably
to a nerd debate between laws and theories in our
fun.
Twitter feed. Get the fuck out of there. We don't care. We're done. We're off that topic. Take a fucking hike.
Yeah, what are you listening to the podcast from like 20 minutes ago? Get with
Yeah.
it.
No. One guy said something, and nobody else is gonna let that go by.
One buddy.
One buddy. Hey, buddy.
Do you ever get that though where you just, you
My Twitter buddies.
know of someone, you keep being at the same events, but you don't actually know them?
Yeah,
Yeah,
all the
Ashley.
time.
Yeah.
That's the way that worked for me and Ashley.
Now you really know her.
Yeah, know her pretty well.
I saw the episode of
Gross.
The Amazing Race, the first episode of The Amazing Race. You guys
What did
were
you
on.
think of that episode of The Amazing
good.
Race?
I thought you guys kissed a lot. It was very sweet.
But you also, that's the weird thing is like people kept writing us about that. We always kiss a lot. Like Barbara, when she was I guess you were in a long distance relationship at that point in time. You would, whenever we were around, you'd kiss, you'd always go, ugh. Like she'd always be in
Nah,
the
you
background.
just kiss the normal amount for what you do in life.
Yeah.
You kissed the normal amount for what you
That's
did.
what I
I
was
mean,
saying,
it wasn't
yeah.
like overly kissing for TV.
I see.
It was
Okay.
like,
I would say percentage of on-screen time. You spent a lot
Well,
of time
they also
smooching.
They focused on you guys when you were doing when you were winning things or like accomplishing things. So of course
Sort
you're
of.
gonna kiss.
When we checked in at the halfway point of that leg and we were dead last, that was
Oh yeah, you were last.
Last,
What
last.
happened there?
That
'Cause
was
you left
terrible.
Before everyone else did.
So we did. There was 2, and you can watch the episode if you want to. But the way the show works is
if you're in the US.
you get to a challenge. Actually, you can watch it in Canada and Australia, but for some reason, there's no way to watch it in the UK. So you know how we feel about that. Fuck you, UK. That's what you get. No, I don't know why it is. So you can go find out. I'm sure there's a way you can watch it. But the way the show works is you do these challenges. You go to a place and you get a challenge. One kind of challenge, it's a yellow pamphlet. It's called a detour. And you both do it, but you get to choose between which activity you want to do. Like one was go to these mariachis, but it really didn't say much more than that. It just said go find the mariachis. And then the other one was go build a bull and then blow it up. I mean, that'll be fun. We'll go blow up the bull. But everyone who did the mariachi challenge, which was really cool, it looked really awesome. Everyone who did that, every single team finished before anyone on the Torito challenge.
Yeah,
The
it seemed
Bulls
like
of Fire
that was
one.
going to be a really difficult one. And then it just seemed like everyone found the people not playing really quickly.
Yes. And they all got out of there. And then we got out, so I think it was like 5 teams on that side. And on our side was the rest of the teams. And we got out 3rd. So when we left there, we were 8th out of 11 teams. But we checked in 11th because our cab driver along the way was like a 60-minute, maybe 70-minute cab ride out to the pyramids where we stopped. And everybody just passed our cab. Every single person passed our cab out.
Shit.
Yeah, which is kind of nutty. He got stopped and he stopped and got out of his car to pay a toll. Stopped and walked over. But some of that stuff doesn't make it on camera because it's not interesting. But we just ended up checking in last.
That
Did you not
fuck
just
you
get
up,
a
though.
car? Like rent one and just haul ass? You had to get a cab?
Yeah, but you have limited funds, so some things are like every leg is different.
Can you break the law?
Can you break the law?
You can. I mean, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. I don't think the crews would tell you to stop. But if you get thrown in jail, you're on your own. There was a dude I think in season 10. One of the main thing that can get you out of the race immediately is if you lose your passport. If you lose your passport, you're done. So you always have to have your passport. Like even when you have to jump in water, or like there's been some previews for this upcoming episode.
It has to be like on you?
But you tend to keep it on you just because you don't want to lose it.
Yeah.
Like if you leave it in your bag and somebody walks off with your bag, then you're done. There was a guy in season 10, I think. It probably wasn't that early. It was a little bit later than that, where he was in Russia and he got in like a private cab, like they call them gypsy cabs. What?
I would never get in one of those in
Yeah.
Russia.
And they took off with his backpack, had his passport in it, and he's out. He's done. I read interviews with the guy when I was
And the
researching.
crew leaves you there and everything too.
They don't have
right?
a choice. They're going to another country in 2 days or a day, and then they just
So
leave.
he's screwed. Like he has to go to the embassy and get a passport.
I
and
think he
stuff.
said he was in Russia for 30 days. Like the production was done and everybody was back home and he was still in Russia.
What? But you're there without money, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah. They might. You okay over
What
there,
are you
buddy?
playing at?
It's not
Fucking chill.
Well, then give it up.
Give me the fucking thing over there.
Gavin, you
Gav,
pass it to
want
me.
to have him the fucking thing? Yeah.
I'm not. It's not my time. So I had a frustrating moment while watching that, where y'all went to Mexico in that episode.
It's stressful, isn't it?
And then there's the people who they go to the caves to do that one challenge, and
That's the detour.
oh right.
That one you have to choose one teammate to do it, and then once you choose the teammate, you can't switch. You can switch a detour, like you say, this one's too hard, we're switching to the other one. But that's obviously can cause you major problems. You lose much time when you do that. Detour, you can't change people, and you also don't get to pick the person.
I thought you said detour was both people.
Detours, you can switch the task.
So far, you've only said detour, but for every example you
Oh, sorry. The second thing is the roadblock.
Roadblock.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, roadblock. Roadblock is you pick one member of the team to do
so
it,
confused.
and you choose the person who's going to do it based on a tiny little clue. Like in this episode, it was who wants to pick up the pieces. That was it. So then you say, Burnie will do it, and then you open up the clue and you find out what you're actually doing.
So then some people volunteered to do it, and it was in a cave, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm claustrophobic. I didn't know that." And I was like, "It's the fucking cuevas. What did you expect?" Oh right, that's Spanish.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, "You people may not know that."
It's so funny because you say that too, because when we were going out that morning to go do whatever, there was so much speculation as to what we were going to be doing. Like one person, like these rumors started that it was going to be hot springs, and then when we walked out from underneath this like enclosure where we were, there was hot air balloons all over the place in the air. We're like, oh shit, we're gonna be up in a hot air balloon doing something like bungee jumping out of a hot air balloon or something like that. Nope, just happened to be there was a bunch of hot air balloons. Cool. So, but it's like when we saw that, we all speculated that's definitely what we're doing. But no, we went underground and got in a cave.
It was
The
cool
opposite
seeing.
of hot air balloon,
What's that?
going underground.
It's the exact opposite. Literally the exact opposite.
It was really cool seeing like when they did all the introductions of all the teams, like you talk about Red versus Blue and Rooster Teeth and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Very surreal seeing that on like network television.
And I was on screen for a second.
You were?
I was wearing the shirt, I think.
For the patch, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Thomas has our Amazon order and is on his way.
Thomas.
When I
He's really close too.
the same trip the other day when I was flying over Arizona, we kind of flew. Actually, we flew pretty much right over the Grand Canyon, and I looked down. I was like, "Oh, cool! There's the Grand Canyon out there," and I saw another plane like off to our right, and it was smoking. There was like thick black smoke coming out from behind it, and I was like, "Oh shit! Is there like a plane on fire? Am I watching an air disaster happen?" And I stared at it and I watched it for several minutes.
You're
I was like,
getting wet.
I was like, "Oh, something's happening. Something's going on." And then another plane started coming in the opposite direction, like really fast towards it, also trailing black smoke. I was like, "Oh, it's just an air show."
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're just-
close.
Yeah, I was like, no.
A story that went nowhere.
Yeah, yeah. But it was like for a few minutes, I was like, something? No, nothing.
It's
no
like
human
Christmas
tragedy.
Day for you.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but it was a lot of fun to see you and to see me on television.
Of course. that's
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was. It seems like I was telling Gavin. It seems like I did that race a million years ago at this point. But
why. That's Friday nights it airs, right?
Friday nights, 8:00. It'll be. I think
Eastern.
it goes all the way. It goes for like 11 weeks. I think. I don't know. It goes for like 11.
There's
weeks.
11 teams, so that would make
That
sense.
would make sense. But the last.
$1 million.
But
The,
they
the
have
last
non-
episode is typically multiple teams.
But they have non-elimination weeks.
and then they have
also along the way.
non-elimination legs, which can be peppered throughout the season to make up for that.
Do they typically do that for the first thing?
No, that's
No.
very, very, very rare. Very rare.
And then normally, I don't know if obviously I don't know anything about this season, but normally when they have a non-elimination leg, they will sometimes eliminate 2 teams the next time.
Yes, Mona is pointing out that a team got a traffic ticket and had to resolve it before continuing. That happened on a number of different seasons. And
Before you leave the country, you have to pay it?
oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
you got to go pay. You got to take care of it. Like they don't let you get away without doing that.
What if you can? I feel like sometimes bureaucracies
You
and
know-
governments are so slow that
Yeah.
the ticket might not be in the system.
They got to deal with all that shit.
Right, you gotta
like
wait,
They were in
like-
Africa when they got one.
So each team has a camera crew?
I don't know if I can talk about that part
Okay.
because that's like production of the show.
Is that a part of your hairdo, or do you actually just have a piece of string stuck in your hair?
Do I have a piece of string stuck
Like
in
your
my hair?
braid.
Oh, it's a piece of the carpet. How did you get the rug in your hair?
What?
Yeah, like that's. Did you roll your head around on the
I did
floor?
not go near the carpet.
That is the rug.
Well, evidence says different.
I was carpet munching. I'm
It
sorry.
was coming out of one of your braids, so it kind of.
I don't think everybody wants the delivery guy to get on the podcast. I don't think we can do that.
I don't think we can
I don't
do
think
that.
I don't think he can just jump on the podcast and say, "Hey."
He's probably he's working, right? I mean, we're
Ah,
working.
Definitely
Patrick,
working.
somebody put a lobster Gus from his shower, blanks Gus up on the Twitter feed.
I didn't see that.
They hashtagged it.
it was ridiculous. I'm never going. And then okay,
You poor
so
thing.
then I switched hotels to a different hotel, and they had something I thought was really cool. They had a check-in app where you could check in via the app, and if you registered your app with that hotel company, and it would turn your iPhone into your room key.
That's great. I've never had that. That's awesome.
Didn't work. Did not work. I was like, oh, this is really cool. I've always wanted to do this. And you have to go and you have to say like, okay, request check-in, or request
Is it like
check-in.
NFC or is it a QR code?
NFC. So I was like, okay, request check-in. I'll be there, I don't know, 4 o'clock. So then I show up at the hotel like 4:30 or 5. I'm like, okay, I'm here. And it's like, your room's being processed.
Oh, he's on 51st
Your room's being processed. What the fuck? So I just go up to the front desk, like, can I just check in? Like, yeah, sure, here's your key. And then the whole time I was there, I just kept saying, your room's being processed. Like, fucking piece of shit. If they're going to have it, it should work.
Yeah,
That's the whole point, is to not go to the fucking desk. It was a trip of
when we were at that
travel
hotel that we
adventures.
were staying in Sydney for our checks to Australia, you needed keys at different points, and we had 3 keys to do 3 different things. Like we had 1 key to get in the like the lounge on the floor where we get the drinks and stuff like that. Then we had 1 that worked in the elevator because we had to swipe, and then we had 1 that worked on our room door.
What? I
And
had 1 key.
everybody says that, but it was like our keys were just driving us crazy. Like we kept going to get new keys, and they only worked in
That's
certain stuff.
bizarre.
It was really weird.
I only had 1 key also.
Hey, Patrick, the guy's about to get here. Do we want to send somebody out to grab?
No, you said fuck him.
Toilet
Well,
paper?
I tried to set this up earlier
Justin,
and
you
get
go.
this done.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What
I didn't say anything.
What?
Nah, I didn't mean.
What do you mean?
You can
go
go
out
out the back door. He's going out the other one.
Oh, there you are.
Yep,
Hey.
that's what it looked like.
Rage Sorola.
How am I going to communicate with Justin though? I don't know his number. Twitter.
With who?
He's
Justin.
just walking back and forth. He's just
not
walking.
the right name?
Go outside.
Did I say the wrong name?
I don't even know who you're talking about.
Maybe it was
Patrick.
Patrick.
No, Patrick's here. I think Justin just went out.
He went out that way though. Yeah, I told him.
You're
I told
killing
him
me.
he was
Everybody's
that
killing me.
Killing
Gavin, why'd you
Smalls.
do that? Why'd you do that to me?
I didn't know who you were on about.
Gavin doesn't know
on, bud.
anyone's name though. Don't.
Very
don't
good
take
point.
advice.
We should
Excellent point, Barbara.
we should play a game.
No,
We
I know.
bring-
Game your suggestion.
We bring people in and have Gavin try to
Like a
name
random
them.
person from the office.
Right.
What's my name, Gavin?
Well, what's the like the how long do they have? to
What,
have been
Gavin?
here
What
for
is
them to
Barbara's
like-
middle name?
I know.
Barbara
I know yours.
Flabra Dunkelman.
How did you know?
Do you not know
Wow.
Barbara's middle name? For
Wait,
real?
I'll get it.
Well, you
should
said that
know
with
it.
such
I know.
little.
Is
I
it
know
your mom's
everyone's
name?
middle name here.
Huh?
Is it your mum's name?
Nope. Barbara Marion Dunkelman. What a terrible name.
Why is that terrible?
It's like old lady name Dunkelman.
So you're saying
Nobody's
your
got
middle
an
name-
older person name than Gus. Gus and Esther is like
Yeah,
the
it's
oldest
true.
couple in the world.
This is true.
And we like it. We're not letting you off the hook.
I know yours.
What's mine?
Anthony.
Raul.
There you go.
Oh. Why do I think
And
it's
who the
Anthony?
fuck is Anthony? Then my initials would be Gas. What's Barbara's?
You said that was such a.
Yeah, because I've always wanted my initials. When I was a kid, I always wanted my initials to be Gus.
Right, and I was saying your middle name should be
Why don't you just change your middle name?
It's work.
Gus
No,
Sorola.
Ulysses. Do it.
Nah.
Ulysses?
Well,
What
there's
other,
not,
what
there's
other
not many
U
U
name
names.
is there? Uma.
Yeah, I'll do Uma.
Kasuma. What's another U name?
Kasuma.
Umbert.
Humbert.
I had an algebra teacher.
Eugene.
Who's
No, that's E.
I had an algebra teacher whose first name was Ubil. Ubil.
Nah.
That's the I think that's the only other U name I know. So we everyone's letting you off the hook. What's her middle name?
Oh,
So
yeah,
many-
come back
so
around.
many years of
Come back to
friendship.
Do you know Bernie's middle name?
yes.
What's my middle name?
Justin?
That is correct.
yeah,
my middle
very
name is
good.
Justin. Named after my
feel
You don't
like-
have to feel bad if you don't know
feel-
Barbara. She
I
didn't know
feel-
mine. She thought mine was Anthony for some reason.
Yeah. So right now I'm equal with Barbara.
Right.
Hey.
Except you're
Yep.
pretending you know hers.
Excuse me. I'm getting a call.
Is it the Amazon Prime?
Yes.
Speakerphone.
Can't- come on. No, I don't want to do that. I don't. The guy didn't ask for that. Hello. Hey, how you doing? Yeah. Hey.
Bernie has the phone up to his ear. He's negotiating with the driver
Oh,
for the delivery of his goods.
are you in
He's
the driveway
asking
that leads to the red building?
Where the guy is.
Okay.
He should have given him better special instructions.
He's giving everyone directions to exactly where we are.
Is this like
Okay.
ASMR?
Stage 5 is.
You,
ASMR.
the guy went into the wrong driveway.
I'm just gonna tap on
Did he
this
go into
board.
HEB?
Sounds so
What did
weird.
he go into?
Went
Right by
to
the water
gate
tower.
1.
He went to Bungalow Driveway?
Yeah.
Like the,
Barbara, don't do that. What are you doing?
It's ASMR.
okay.
No, don't do that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it says
People will like it.
just like those other buildings. And if you want to go,
I'm just gonna tap
our
on
door's
this
right
glass.
between stage 5 and stage 4. It's like right on that end of the building.
Bernie's just giving away the directions to our
Yeah.
office right now.
Okay.
Well, you can look it up on Google.
What's it? Thomas, right? See, I remember that name.
Thomas what?
The driver's name is Thomas.
Oh, I thought my middle name's Justin. I thought, what are you talking about?
No.
But that's why I was confused, because then you said Justin.
My name is
Just in
Justin.
the middle.
Not you! Earlier.
Oh, is that what made you confused?
Because I thought you were talking about the driver.
Not me earlier. Okay.
You said, how am I going to talk to Justin? And I was like, I thought the guy's name was Thomas.
Oh, no, Justin was going out.
Yeah, I get that now. I didn't know he was going out.
All right, well, calm down, Gavin.
Gavin's just covering for the fact that he didn't know that guy's name.
Yep.
Did you know his name?
Justin.
What's your middle name?
Starts with J.
Janice.
Nope.
Never going to get it.
What
on
what
you.
religion was I born?
Jewish.
What's a short form of that?
Jew. Barbara Jew Dunkelman. Nailed it. Nailed it.
Julie.
Okay. I actually didn't know that.
Oh, really?
Well, now you won't forget. We'll ask him next week. He's gonna have no idea.
The name Julie really doesn't come from Jewish, though, right?
No.
Okay.
But
she
I
led
thought,
to that.
I thought Gavin would
You
remember
were
it.
confusing the hell out of me. with that.
Jewlie.
Julie.
Hold that ghost to saying bickering ASMR is the best ASMR.
Don't do
That's
that.
a different
Stop
kind
it.
of role play. I'm a nurse and no, stop it. Stop it. Get out of here.
Stop tapping on that glass.
Stop it.
So can we get away with calling you BJ? Or would
Yeah.
you- did you ever go through a point in time when your nickname was BJ?
When I was younger, I was thinking about going by BJ.
Beach.
And I had an older
I used to
cousin.
think about that a lot when I was younger too.
There was
I'm
a-
gonna go by BJ, Gus.
We all
There is
thought
a-
about
I-
it.
My
like
brother's
a-
name is PJ, so Patrick James, and we called him PJ up until he was like,
So you're MJ technically.
yeah, I guess so. But I never got called MJ. The closest I came when they nicknamed me Burnie in high school. They
Who's
were gonna
they?
nickname me my friends when I met them in high school, and there were too many Mikes. There was a Mike, a Michael, and a Mikey. And
Myco.
they were gonna nickname me Mickey, but I knew a Mickey, and so I was like, no. So my nickname was almost Mickey. Am I bugging you? They're gonna reframe. I'll just sit up straight. Sorry. Excuse me.
Yeah, I went through
So
about
confused.
a 2-year period where it wasn't like everyone, but one whole like class of people called me Vinny.
Why?
What?
Because like Gavin, Vin.
Okay.
And it actually, they call me Vinny and then they call me Vincent. Like it became short and then it became like the long version. So I was called Vincent for a while.
Really, I like that actually.
Someone once called me BJ Dunkelfuck.
Nice.
Internet box reference.
Oh, it's an internet box.
People call
I
me
met a guy recently who had a name. I was like, "There's no way you got all the way through grade school with that name." His name was like Boogger or something like
that.
that.
Instead of booger.
Yeah, it was like something that was like so obviously close to another word, and I can't remember what it was now.
Our stuff's here, by the way.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's the time on that?
We're looking at
So
8:14.
look at the service.
How
So
long did that take?
look at
Wow.
this.
Here's some
Right
bog
over
roll.
here.
I got gummy bears coming. I forgot that I had gummy bears. coming.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Oh wow, a Prime Now bag.
Thank you. So here I have all my toilet paper, and
It even has the time you ordered it and the time it was delivered on the thing.
does it really?
Yep.
What time did you order it?
Oh no, that has the window. I ordered
that's
at
your-
7:48.
that's your
It is
hour
now
window.
8:15.
Check you out.
That's impressive. Less than half an hour.
And I got toilet paper for.
This totally
20
seems
years.
like an ad. This is not an ad.
That's
I
not
just
an
want
ad.
to point that out.
No, we've talked about this for a long time that we were going to do this.
Yeah, just like the way it was like fronted to camera. I'm always like super sensitive about that.
And pretty soon that guy's job will be replaced by a drone, right?
Yep.
That's the plan.
A high-speed drone. Oh,
Uber drivers do not get that. That they're going to be autonomous vehicles in Uber in like.
there was that
2
giant
years.
bag for that little bag.
Welcome to Amazon. You don't ever order anything from Amazon?
That was kind of ridiculously big.
I got a refill for my pen, my fountain pen, and they shipped it separately than everything else.
You use a fountain pen?
Not like it's like a nice pen. It's a rollerball, but it's a pen.
Mont
You
Blanc?
have when you have your favorite pen, I get
No,
it.
it's not a Mont Blanc. Although I'm gonna have to tell you a story about Mont Blanc later. I'll have to tell it later though. Can't tell it right away. But I got that. It was like the little pen refill, this big, and I'm showing somebody it's at the twice the length of my index finger. It's a little pen, size of a
3
pen.
times the length of your penis.
Imagine if you were a pen.
And it's in a massive box. It was in this huge box and had like
Well, that's because you're a prick for ordering one piece of ink.
No,
I
he said it
think-
got shipped separately.
shipped. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gus.
I
Thank you for
listened.
listening to the whole story.
Yeah, my ears.
You should have got all the ink you'll ever need in one go.
Is that what you're
Nah.
gonna do
I'm
from
telling
now
you,
on?
that's depressing. I don't want to do that.
It was like $8 too.
You could just look at a calendar and be equally depressed.
Yeah, but you don't look at that every day. You don't think about that in the context.
Or in the mirror.
Get out of here, BJ Dunkelfuck.
So I discovered this with my kids just recently. I was having gummy bears with Teddy. We were eating, and I was like divvying them out.
Oh,
and then I
God.
was taking the red ones for myself, of course, as you do.
The yellow ones are the best.
No,
The
red.
white ones are the best.
Because
What are
they
they?
are
What
strawberry.
flavor's white?
Aren't the green ones strawberry?
Yeah, so Teddy wouldn't take the green one. I go, here, have a green one. He goes, I don't want the green ones. I don't like strawberry. And I was like, the greens aren't strawberry. He goes, yeah, they are. And I'm like, no, green's lime. And he said, no, they're strawberry. We looked at the back of the package. Sure enough, green gummy bears are strawberry.
Yeah, doesn't make any sense.
Only this brand, though, I believe.
But that's the gummy
The
bear
brand,
brand.
yeah.
These are Haribo.
Why would you eat any other gummy bear?
Haribo.
I even looked it up on Wikipedia to see
What's
if
the
these
white
guys
one?
were the originators.
I've
The white
looked
one
that
is
up
pineapple.
before,
Would
too.
you like a white gummy bear, Babster?
I would like a green
I've looked
one.
up the history of that company
Strawberry
as well.
for life.
What kind of gummy bear would you like? Anybody?
I want a yellow one.
You want yellow?
What flavor's yellow?
Why are they so
Blueberry?
firm?
People are whispering.
Here.
Yeah, they are pretty firm. What do you want?
This one went in a nook in the couch.
It has a piece of hair on
All
it.
right, Gus, we got this. We can do it.
You're gonna
watch
me choke.
Ready? Here we go. And
What?
Whoa! All right, I want to play.
What?
that's what
that was a perfect throw.
363 podcasts will get you.
Oh
That
my
throw
God.
was amazing.
You want to quit while you're ahead or try mine?
Fuck it.
I would quit while
I'm
you're
not gonna,
ahead.
I'm not gonna apply to my field goal strategy. Gavin's gonna make it harder though.
You didn't even move. You didn't even move.
You're part of the team, dumbass. It hit you in the lip.
That's on you. That's on Gavin.
I wanted to do it with my eyes
Sounded
closed.
like a tooth.
Yeah, it did hit something pretty firm.
Oh, so Brandon on Twitter said, "Hey Bernie, do you like fountain pens? Join us at the subreddit /r/fountain pens. You'll have a great time."
Oddly
I'd
specific.
like to thank Brandon and tell him to go fuck himself. I'm not going anywhere near that subreddit.
Are you not interested in reading all about fountain pens? What the fuck is every topic on that like?
I'm not going anywhere near it. What do you want to guess? What is the top headline right now?
I-
No, no, I know exactly what it is. I
I
guarantee
do
you.
too.
I'm gonna go first than you.
Okay.
I want to go.
Check out my own homemade fountain pen that I just made.
I'm going to guess it's I ordered this fountain pen on Amazon and the refillment package came in its own giant box.
The refillment package, really?
Yeah.
I shoved the
Refillment.
fountain pen in my butt, and I can write real good with it.
They have 30,000 subscribers.
Wow. What?
Fountain pens.
What is the top topic?
It's more than one house.
What
It
is
is a warning. Do not do business with ... I'm sure it's like some shady fountain pen company, but let's see what the you wrote. My brother sent me a letter using the Noodler's Creeper I got him for Christmas. His
like a-
handwriting has improved a lot
Oh.
since I got him into fountain pens.
Okay.
Sounds like a sex toy. Noodler's creeper.
It sounds like a sex move I would do.
What do you think a Noodler's
You-
Creeper
I
you
would do my
specifically.
noodler creeper on you.
Oh, it's so Gus.
Just imagine you on a bed writhing around.
How else are you gonna creep?
Make a check on your spreadsheet.
How much is a
That one.
Noodler's Creeper?
You should seriously change your middle name
Why?
to you. To
No,
you.
no, I don't want to change my name.
To ugly.
Like, I mean, my name. Yeah, it should be ugly. Thank you.
We went over this on a previous
Yeah, we
podcast.
did.
Gus Ugly Sorola.
My name has.
Why are you so mean to Gus?
I like my name, but it's always been a pain in the ass for me because I'm the third. So my father has the same name, and like constantly, people are looking for him and they find me because
And he's junior.
you're right. Because I guess when you Google search my name, it's all me. It's not him. He's like an old dude who doesn't use the internet. So like I'll get mail intended for him or like just whatever. It's like nope. Or people will come find me and then try to give me stuff and like
It's
nope.
such a
you're looking for
simple
my dad.
solution. Don't name your kid your own name.
Yeah, when I was younger, I thought it would be cool to continue that if I had a kid, which I'm not going to do. But no, if I had a kid, I would absolutely not give him
You
the
should
same
name
name.
one of your dogs Gus.
You got to
Call
do
it
it, Gus.
Sug.
You got to do it.
What?
Got to do it. You got to name your kid
I'm not going to have
Gus
a kid.
Sorola the Fourth.
I think he's past that point
If
now.
if someone else
Nah.
wants to name their kid Gus Sorola the Fourth, that's fine by me. I mean, I'm not past that point. Esther might be past that point.
If
but
I
I'm
have a
still
kid, I'm
good.
naming him Gus Sorola the fourth. I'm totally gonna take
Gus
that.
Sorola Burns.
What?
Like
No,
Gus Sorola.
just Gus. You don't have to name a kid after your own last name.
That's true.
Can you just assign it? Can you just assign a kid a last name? There's a law that says you got to give
Yeah,
him your
why
last
not?
name.
Yeah.
You just make up the name on the spot.
You always have a problem where people don't really know what race you are because of your
Yep.
face.
Yep. And my
But
name doesn't help.
Not only do they not know what race he is, they do this odd thing where they will stop him in public and guess, like people that don't know him. The best example I can think about that was Gus was playing pool one time.
Going to the bathroom, but yeah.
A dude walked. Was he playing pool?
He was playing pool.
Gus is going to the bathroom, walking past the pool table. The guy playing pool stops, points at Gus's face, and goes, "Hey, hey." Black and Korean. And Gus goes, not even close.
I was like, nope.
There's no other conversation but that. Just it was black and
It
Korean,
was
right?
black and
But
Korean.
I would like to see what you and Esther, she's Korean, right? Mm-hmm. What would the baby look like?
It would look like us.
It'd be cool. I want to see it.
There should be an app for that. I'm sure there's an app for that. Where it's like combine two people's faces. Like, here's the baby.
I wonder how accurate it could be.
No, they have those. Yeah. You can test to see like what your baby would look like.
Did you see there was a...
Do you find that you have
Yep.
an easy time or a hard time making your face in a face generator in a video game?
I normally hand it over to Esther. She makes all my faces for me.
Does she?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's neat. That's a great idea.
That's a really good idea.
She's
like
really
you'd be
good
able
at
to-
it. So she can make the characters really
I
look
feel like
me.
you would have an easy time because your face is so distinctive.
Go
Yeah, but
ahead.
Are you calling me
sometimes-
ugly?
Go ahead.
No,
Let's
it's a
go-
good
wait,
thing.
Let's go down this path.
No, but sometimes the developers might not add it in because that's never happened.
No, but I'm saying like you have a very distinctive nose and you have like thick eyebrows and like your face is...
Little fangs and ears that stick out too far and
Yeah.
way too much hair.
You know who's really
Yeah.
good at that? Is JD, my son JD, is really good at that. He made himself in Fallout, but he made himself at like 25 years old. I showed Gavin the photo of it. It was eerie to see that. Like it was his opinion of what he would look like at like 25 or 30. I gotta get this out of the way. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You gonna try?
I'll try.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Green coming at you.
Oh, that was really good.
That was a little too rough.
There you go.
Look at that. We're nailing it.
That's what I was afraid was going to happen.
Thank you, Amazon Prime now.
All right, here, let me read this thing.
Can I have another gummy bear?
I want to remind everyone this episode of the Rooster Teeth podcast is brought to you by...
So is
good
it?
match.
I got a mattress. Unfortunately, I did not go through our sponsor, Casper. I got a mattress a few months ago. It was a nightmare scenario for me. I went to one of those showrooms, got it, and like getting that fucking thing delivered was just killed me.
Why?
Well, it was like, let's say my delivery time was 8 p.m., right?
Yeah.
So the guy calls me at like 7:45, and my window's really like 6 to 8, so I've already been there for 2 hours waiting on this dude. 7:45 he calls me, says, "Hey, we're not gonna make it there by 8." I'm like, ugh. I'm like, okay. And he's like, "Well, we had a lot of deliveries today. We got a couple more to do." And it's like, "All right, I totally get it. I'm just here all night anyway. Just call me when you get close." Like 10 o'clock comes and goes. He doesn't call me. So I'm like, that's 2 hours later. I call him. He goes, "Yeah, we're still making deliveries. Be there soon." And it's like, then he's like, "Do you mind if it's like closer to midnight?" I'm like, "No, I don't care. Just get the thing here." Because I was actually going on the race. I was going to be gone for a month.
Oh, it was the
And
night before?
I needed no, it was that week.
Oh, okay.
But I needed the bed because Reisinger was going to stay in my place for a month to watch my place and feed the cats and the fish and all that stuff. So I was waiting on it. Gets to midnight and they're like, "We're too tired." That's literally what he said after all that time of keeping me there all night. He goes, we're too tired to deliver it, Can't do it. I was like, what the fuck? And then they were going to call me back the next day to reschedule. They, of course, did not. So I had to call the place and then like go through the whole thing. And then
Did they not
pain in
come
the
in
ass.
there?
they were very apologetic, but it still was a big pain in the ass.
Yeah, that's
Just get it from Casper, and you get it delivered via FedEx, and it just shows up at your place.
There you go.
And you cut it open, and it just breathes.
And you could track it with FedEx.
I had an annoying thing. I had a guy who was installing the security system in my new house, and I had to be there, so I was just waiting. Like, he arrived at like 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
He took all day. Like, he ended up like breaking the lock. He like broke the one that he was with, and he didn't have a spare one, so he had to come back another day.
So secure.
We broke what lock?
It was installing a lock on the front door, like that I can
Okay,
use
gotcha.
a code on. And so yeah, he was there all day. It was like 4 p.m. when he left, and then he had to come back because he broke the one he was there with. And he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna come back tomorrow." He's like, I can't take another day off work." He's
Right.
like, "Oh, I thought you worked from home." I was like, "No, I was waiting for you to leave so I could go to work. You just didn't leave, and I stayed at home. That's how that works."
Does he automatically assume everybody works at home?
He just assumed because I was there all day that I just didn't have
But you
anywhere
said
to
you
be.
had to be home for him to do it.
Yeah, but
So-
he assumed that because I was like, I didn't seem like I was in a hurry. I just worked from home. But that makes me think, if I'd have said I need to go to work later, would he have been faster? Because he was
Probably.
stuck there all day.
Yeah, people are weird.
Yeah.
They always make an assumption that you just don't work at all, or like somebody in the house doesn't work. And is
I was
all day
there at
long.
like midday, going like, hurry up, and then he just never went. He was
So
just,
you
like,
lost a full day of work.
lost a whole day of work.
That sucks.
It's terrible. It's really terrible. I hate when that happens.
I hate when installers come and then second guess what I'm telling them. Like I had a cable installer from Time Warner show up once, and he's like, "Where's the home run for everything in your house?" I'm like, there it is, right there. He's like, "No, this isn't right. This isn't everything." I'm like, yeah, that's it. All the cables go right there. He's like, "No, this isn't it." I was like, "What do you want from me?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Let's go look for it. It's got to be somewhere else." I'm like, "This is it. I live here. I know what you're looking for. This is it."
What's the scenario that he's hoping is going to happen there? Like he says, "Where's the home run?" And you say, "There it is." And he goes, "No, it's not." You're like, "You got me." Sorry. I just didn't want to show it to you here.
To be fair.
I'll take you to where it really
Yeah,
is.
so he goes, and we're like looking through all the closets. I'm like, "Does this guy want to see my fucking clothes in every closet?" We looked through every goddamn
Maybe he's got a
closet.
fetish.
We looked through the fucking attic. He's like, "Huh, I guess you were right." Like, yeah, I was. I know what I'm fucking talking about.
How do you admit to that? In that
I didn't
situation?
say, "I think this is it." I didn't say, "This might be it." I said, "This is it." Period.
Don't fuck with me. I just had a really hot shower. I'm not in the mood.
I'm a little worked up.
So r/fountain pens, the newest post on there. Well, the second newest post is fuck off Burnie. The most recent one is we are currently getting roasted on the Rooster Teeth podcast. It's pretty bad, but I can't stop laughing. They are driving more people towards the subreddit at least. So
Yay!
I'm just gonna write. You can write us a pretty calligraphy thank you note. You fancy fucks.
So is there a subreddit for every? Is there like r/oven mitts?
Let's find out.
So this could be okay. So let's do this. New game.
You have to guess a subreddit.
You have to get. You can get the closest to what the top headline is in that subreddit. So
Okay.
we did fountain pens today.
So
Do
we
you
have
want to
to
do
go-
another one
I
today?
want to try oven mitts.
Let's try oven mitts.
What we should do is we should have like a box with a bunch of random words in it, and you pick out 2 words, put them together, and see if that subreddit exists. Like if you pulled out space dicks, you'd be like, "Oh, look,
There's a
/r/oven mitts. What's going to be the top? This can't be a thing.
well. Check if it's
does
something.
it exist?"
First.
He's looking.
It doesn't. They should make it.
Oh, guess what? It's gonna exist in about 5 fucking seconds.
Give me a something that would exist for sure.
Sex pancakes.
No, sex pancakes.
Sex pancakes
exists.
does
Like
exist.
some hobby or something like that. Trains. r/trains.
Okay, yeah, I'm sure r/trains exists.
This could be a porn train. But let's find out. Gus. What do you think? Patrick always laughs at the porn jokes. Always. Every time.
So does it exist? Jesus!
Yeah, amateur hour.
Someone's
It
phone is ringing.
absolutely does.
Okay. The top post is about it's about Union Pacific, and I don't know. It's
You
about
never,
it's
no
about
one's
Union
ever
Pacific.
going to get this.
I'm gonna
Not
guess
even
it's
close.
about model trains, perhaps.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't really know. Like, does the subreddit include model trains, or is it just real life?
8,000 readers, by the way.
Wow.
It's
Less
I
than
just
10
saw an NX87, and it was green.
Okay, Gavin is going to win. That's the close you could get. It's like, here's a photo of an LNR class A4 4-6.2, number 60007, the Sir Nigel Gressley, undergoing maintenance at the National Rail Museum.
Wow.
33 upvotes.
33.
2 comments.
That's a lot for 800 or 8,000.
What are the comments, do you think?
Whoa, really cool, man.
I saw that train once out in
It's a link to the
Biloxi.
Wikipedia entry for the train car.
By the OP.
Oh, there it is.
Wow, what an absolute mouthful!
That's a really high res photo too.
Yeah, they
Wait,
did
it's
a
an
good job with
X
that.
post from something. Or a cross post.
Cross post from whatever. All right.
That's
that'll
a good game. Guessing a subreddit and guessing the top post.
Yeah,
You
try
try
the
one.
top post is. What do you think the top post for the year is in r/? I want to go back to fountain pens because that's the one's so stupid. What do you think is the
What
top
about-
post for the year?
Is there a subreddit called Fountain Penis? Like,
I do not want to go to that
No.
subreddit.
just add IS to it. Just find out. Do it, Bernie.
Hold on, I'm in fountain pens right now. Let me see what the top for the year is in fountain
Do it,
pens.
Bernie.
I did. Whenever I find a new subreddit, if you go to top and you like search top for the year, top for all time, it's actually like the subreddit becomes really entertaining, very entertaining because it's like
'Cause that's like the best thing that ever happened.
yeah,
There.
in that subreddit, right?
I feel like I don't use those tabs very frequently, where you can see like new top
I
controversial.
use new all the time, especially with the Rooster Teeth
Fountain
subreddit.
pens. Their top post is, "Hey, our fountain pens, you're the subreddit of the day." Congrats.
That's the top one for a year?
Actually, the top one is for the past, let me see. I got past month. You want to go like the past year? Past year. That's wrong. Maybe that went across all things. Regarding today's drama. What is that about?
Drama and fountain
A
pens.
shipment of fountain pens went missing.
There's argument over which fountain pen is the best brand.
Here's a photo of a dude who tried to fill his inkjet or his ink cartridge on his own at 4 a.m. and he sprayed himself with ink. That's a funny photo.
That's funny.
That's really funny.
You can go. You'll have to visit our fountain pens to see that you're for yourself.
It's a good thing I wasn't using white ink.
Has anyone here played Firewatch?
I have
No.
not yet.
I have it, but I haven't
really
played it.
want to.
I have XCOM as well, and I haven't played that.
XCOM's so good.
How's Firewatch?
Well, if you haven't played it, I probably won't talk about it.
Did you ever play the
That's what
island?
everyone says.
What's the island? Is that the one with
island?
the plane crash?
Pen
The
Island?
movie?
Yeah, it's a Steam game.
Lost.
It's
The
like
Ark?
yeah, it's like the one with it's a plane crash, right? Firewatch seems to be like in that vein, but I never played the island because I don't play any video games. I'm still playing Just Cause 3, slowly but surely.
On a console.
Yeah, I tell you what, I made a huge mistake. I don't know why. I had like 10 minutes to kill right before a meeting, so I thought I would load up and check what my achievements are in Just Cause. So I loaded up my game, and then sure enough, I loaded it up, and it's like half the provinces that I had liberated weren't liberated. I'm like, did it not sync? And so I just shut off my Xbox, and I watched it sync to the cloud. From there, and I'm like, you fucker.
You should have just unplugged it.
I should have, right?
Oh, so you overwrote your good save.
Probably.
I don't think you did.
I don't think I did. I hope I didn't do that.
It normally warns you. It tells you if
It
you
usually
have older data overriding newer data. But this would be newer data.
Yeah,
Well,
see
no,
what
surely
happened?
on his other Xbox, it'll say your sync is older than what's in the cloud, and you just go with what you have.
Yeah. I think
Your
you're okay.
sync's older than what's in the cloud. It resyncs you to the cloud. That's the way that works.
Well, you're screwed then.
I'm pretty screwed. I'm pretty sure I'm screwed.
Should just pull the plug.
I'll just have to go back to our fountain pens.
I've been playing The
Spend my life
Witness.
there.
The
Oh, how do
Witness
you like that?
is so frustrating.
It's very hard. I mean,
the
it's,
third puzzle and was like, no thanks.
What I do like though is that you can get stuck somewhere and just leave it, go somewhere else, do a bit of that, come back, and you're like, oh, I get it now.
The problem is if you leave and go somewhere else, and then you can't do that, and then you leave and go somewhere else, and then you can't do that, and you feel like a fucking
Well, I mean,
lunatic because you're just going place to place, unable to do anything.
I don't know. I've lit up like 3 of those laser beam things without like using any help or a guide, and it's satisfying.
Yeah.
It's satisfying.
I think
I'm gonna have to eventually probably figure out.
Plane
I
Crash
had
Game
to
is the
s-
forest. Thank you for all 20,000 of you that are tweeting
I
that.
had to speed up. I think I did about 6 before I was like, I need to finish this game because I need to play XCOM 2. So I started using some walkthroughs every now and then at that point.
Cheeky.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fountain Penis now exists and it has 4 subscribers.
Yeah.
Barbara, there you go. Have
I'll be
fun.
number 5.
Please make Barbara a moderator of Fountain Penis.
What was the other one that you said?
6 pancakes.
No. We said another one. Oven mitts. Does oven mitts exist yet?
Oh, now. Maybe.
Here, let's play this game real quick. What do you think is the top link of all time in the Rooster Teeth subreddit?
Oh.
List of reasons why I hate Rooster Teeth. That would be my guess. Let me see here. All time.
Maybe something about Laser Team?
No. It's going to be something people are mad about or upset about.
Or
Nope.
clever, something clever. Like someone figured out or came up with.
Do you want to say?
Oh, yes. It is Rooster Teeth destroys Reddit for the kids. So it was the last Extra Life.
Oh, good.
It was that thing.
Oh, is that the tweet I made?
4,800. Yeah, it's a Rooster tweet.
I don't understand why the Reddit Extra Life community issued that challenge saying they were going to beat us.
I know. It's just like,
Well, Reddit's a big
I don't
organization.
Right, but,
Yeah, but-
traditionally they have not come anywhere
yeah,
close.
but our fans are the bestest. Happy Community Day, babies. Love
Oh,
That's
it.
that is today, isn't it?
It is today.
What is what?
Today's
Community Day.
RT Community Day.
Oh, today's also George Washington's birthday.
And
So-
the
No, it's not.
Is it? It is on my calendar.
Today's President's Day.
I believe today's George Washington's
George
birthday
Washington
too.
shares a birthday with me.
The 22nd.
Yes. Do not take this away from me.
So what?
you
what?
hate your birthday.
Yeah.
Why is president? Is this the day he became president?
They
just gave a day.
They did a compromise. I think Lincoln was born last week, so they picked a date between like Lincoln and Washington's birthday. to,
I
like,
could have
celebrate them
sworn,
both.
Gus. I apologize. I could have sworn when I looked at it. I also keep saying that
Apology
Muhammad
accepted.
Ali was born on my birthday. Muhammad Ali was not born on my birthday. He was born the day before me. I don't know where I thought Muhammad Ali had the same birthday as me. but
Drew
he does
Barrymore
not.
was born the day before me.
So
What?
Congrats.
the
Oh,
fact that
oh,
was
mine are better.
only interesting to you was wrong.
Yeah, the thing that only is relevant or interesting to me, I had incorrect. Like, oh, did you know that Muhammad Ali was born on my birthday? I've been saying that for like 20 years now. It's like not even close to being true.
Have you really been saying that? I've never heard you say that.
I think every year on my birthday, I say that it's Muhammad Ali was born.
Do you know which song?
You're right, February 22nd, 1732.
Yep.
Do you know which song was
Wow.
number 1 when you were born?
I don't.
I think I know what mine was.
Is there a website that shows that?
Yeah.
Hey, so people are... I can look at it in a second. People are bitching nonstop on Twitter that kids shouldn't go to see Deadpool. Like, they're making a big fuss about it, like a pre-fuss.
Well,
Saying-
if it's R-rated movie, just that says whether you should see it or not.
I totally agree with you.
It's the rating system. If you're too young, don't see it. What does that mean?
But also, in America, you can go see an R-rated movie with your parents if you want
Is
to.
it because it's a superhero movie that's why the controversy exists?
It's a really weird thing. And how people are getting like outraged, and now people get through this pre-outrage, or they get proxy outrage, where they're like upset on behalf of other people.
Yep.
That's the new thing is now the pre-outrage. It's like we're not upset that kids are going to see Deadpool. We're upset that kids are going to go to Deadpool, and that their parents will complain, and Marvel won't make any more R-rated movies. It's like
Stupid.
nobody's doing that.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
No parents are doing that. They're not complaining. And also, it made $135 million in the
Which
box
is
office.
amazing.
That is, Marvel's not going to care about it.
Isn't that
No
like
parent
number one
complaints.
for R-rated movies?
Yes. I think what did it beat? It beat shit. I looked this up earlier.
Matrix?
R-rated opening?
The previous biggest.
The Matrix?
Yeah, Matrix.
Matrix.
Reloaded or Revolutions?
I think it was the second one.
Yeah, Reloaded.
Yeah.
So one of
Yeah, I
our
think it
one of our
went down
friends
for Revolution.
one of our friends had a post on social media where he's asking his friends like, what was the first age where your parents let you watch an R-rated movie? And I remember for my 9th birthday party, which was the same day as George Washington's birthday, my mom rented a VHS copy
by
of
then.
Predator
Oh, really?
for all of me and my friends to sit down and watch. It was like, it was my 9th birthday, and we ate cake, we shot pretend guns at each other, and then we watched Predator for an hour and a
And you're
half.
fine. You're
Right.
totally fine.
It was the best birthday ever. Everyone was like,
it's what
Gus, you had
makes
the
you a
best
man.
birthday. We all watched Predator.
Predator, right? And other parents got mad or whatever.
Yeah,
I mean,
none of their parents were there. My mom was like, oh, here's a rated R movie. Y'all watch this. Stay away from us.
What do you think of Deadpool?
I didn't see it.
I liked it.
I haven't seen it yet.
For Valentine's Day, I have the greatest girlfriend ever. I decided I was going to do something nice for her for Valentine's Day, so I took her to see Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Nice. I actually have been wanting to see that. How was it?
It was okay. I've never read Pride and Prejudice. It's just not like
You don't say.
I'm not drawn in that direction,
your
or
cup
I've
of
never
tea.
seen the movies. Even though I realize it's classic literature.
What have you been drawn in that direction?
It's like Jane Austen. It's like
Okay.
I'm not gonna like I'm reading Stephen King when I'm growing up. I'm not reading Jane Austen. I'm just not it's not my cup of tea, Gabo. And so it's weird to see the parody thing without having really ever seen the source material.
Yeah.
So it's like now my exposure to Pride and Prejudice is like an
Zombies.
undead apocalypse. Yeah.
Isn't Bridget Jones' Diary the same as well?
There's no zombies in that.
Bridget Jones's Diary and Zombies.
Isn't Colin Firth Darcy in that as well?
I did not see Bridget Jones's Diary.
Me neither.
I figured you probably had the biggest odds. You had the greatest odds of anyone
seeing
here
it.
of having
Yeah.
seen it.
I've seen parts of it, but never in its entirety.
I saw the first 20 minutes and I fell asleep.
So what do you think of Deadpool?
I thought it was very funny.
Yeah.
If a
I think
10-year-old saw Deadpool, would it ruin their life?
No.
Right? What is it that makes it R-rated? Is there a sex scene?
It's there's sex scenes, there's nudity.
There's violence.
Technically you see Ryan Reynolds' penis?
People
Really?
His penis?
people get a little bit cut up,
From far away?
cut off.
A little cut off, shot through.
You aren't
But I
want
would
to ruin
say-
anything.
Slice.
I would say
Well, in the trailer, a guy shoots through 3 other guys' heads.
Yeah.
If you see that trailer,
That's like the most mild part.
yes, you can like say, okay, do I want to take my kid to see this movie?
It also clearly says rated R and tells you why it's rated
Right.
R.
I wouldn't
That's
say it's
why
the violence.
ratings exist.
Also, you can take kids to a movie, and if the movie's inappropriate, you just get up and walk out with the kids. That's
yeah.
what you do.
Yeah.
And I would say the joke per minute ratio is the funniest movie ever.
Really?
Yeah.
T.J. Miller's in it, so that's usually.
It's not the funniest movie ever.
I
It's
just
just
find they
like
could have toned down
very
a
funny.
little
You say
bit
it's
on
the
the
most
self-reference.
jokiest movie?
this. Yeah, just like
Tone down what?
The self-referentialness of
yeah.
it. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
like him
that-
talking to camera?
yeah, like
That's Deadpool.
that
He does
happens
that in the
almost
comic.
like
but
I
it was
could have
also
done to a little less.
referential to
Big
like
part.
other movies in the franchise and the
Ah.
production of movies themselves and stuff like that.
Oh, really? Yeah. Well, that's Deadpool. It's like the fourth wall just doesn't exist. That's what people love about Deadpool. So it's very honest to the character. I never read much Deadpool, but what I have, that's what I've read.
Ryan
in-
Reynolds
in-
was perfect for it.
For example, in Deadpool, they reference Wolverine as Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
And him being Australian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did I mention that that tweet I made about the Deadpool movie while we were in Australia?
No.
I made a tweet that was something like, I'm really glad the Deadpool movie's coming out because we can finally see some Deadpool cosplayers at events.
Right.
I'm sure Mega64 is really excited about that too.
Ryan Reynolds favorited that tweet.
Did he really?
Yeah. And I felt really guilty afterwards because he was kind of snarky about Deadpool cosplayers.
So jealous.
Yeah, but yeah. So Ryan Reynolds paid attention to me,
Do
Barbara.
you think it's Ryan Reynolds' actual penis? Barb, what do you think?
Well, the thing
How did it
is,
compare
I
to
don't
your
want to
spy
spoil
photos?
anything, but it's alright. It's known that he's like mutated. Like he has a really fucked up
You don't need
body.
to go any further with this. I don't want to spoil Deadpool.
But he's far away and like in the shadows, so you just see like a little hint of pee-pee.
A little hint of
He's a good-looking man.
Yeah.
Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Good-looking man. I'll go toe-to-toe with you on that. I
Even
agree.
all fucked up.
He's a good-looking dude.
He's
I go with
Canadian.
that. Ryan Reynolds, we like you.
If you have to see one penis before the age of 17, Ryan Reynolds is what you want to see.
Let's get him on the podcast.
Ryan Reynolds? Oh, his Twitter account. I kept wondering.
Van City Ryan?
I thought it
or-
was Van City Records for a while, and then I realized it's just Van City Reynolds because he's from
Okay.
Vancouver.
I thought it was Van City Records too.
Did you? Why is that? What is
I
it?
don't know. I
Because
didn't.
that's a known
I don't think
name?
so. I thought it was Records.
Van
Really?
City Records.
I thought it was Van City Records. Yeah, that's weird. And then I thought it was an anagram of Ryan Reynolds. Is what I thought it was. I was trying to put the letters together. I was must have been bored as shit.
Doesn't make any sense.
Then I looked it up and I was like, no, it's Van City.
So he's Canadian?
He is.
Yep.
Do you like Canadians better?
Nobody's perfect.
Well, yeah,
He's like 80% of an American.
it's true.
What's the most inappropriate
me.
thing you saw as a younger person? Like R-rated movie that you saw younger?
Probably Titanic.
The fuck
Titanic's
outta
not
here.
rated R, is it?
I mean, the nudity and the sex scenes. I was really young when I saw
There's like
that.
one tit for like 3 seconds.
Kate Winslet tit.
Yeah, but I was like 5.
Oh.
You were not 5.
When did it
She
come out?
might have been.
Came out in like 97.
Okay, so I was 8.
Oh my god.
She might have been Gus. She might have been 5 or 8. What about you? Red versus Blue, probably.
No, I wasn't allowed to. I was 14. I was like 15 when I was watching that. I wasn't allowed to watch anything when I was a kid.
Yeah, I wasn't either, but I still watched it.
I
You were
remember.
getting Predator for your birthday.
Yeah, but Predator was an exception. I don't know.
I remember all the kids in my school didn't watch The Simpsons because it was TV 14, which is like 14 and up.
I wasn't allowed to watch South Park. I remember being because on DVD South Park was rated 15 in England, and I remember being like 12 and being like really excited to be 15 and watch South Park. I'm so excited, and then I became 15. I was like, I don't care about South Park.
Really? That's really... So you wouldn't watch it? You didn't even like sneak a peek at South Park?
I wasn't allowed.
Where did you have a TV in your room?
I did, but it didn't have TV in it.
Go ahead.
It was just a VHS player with an Xbox in it.
So no cable.
Oh. Didn't have a signal.
Well, I mean, we don't have cable TV where I live, but sure.
Is that true?
You don't. How did you watch television then?
Satellite.
Oh,
Oh, you guys had a little dish?
Yeah.
Is that typical? Is that more typical in the UK?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Dishes?
Yeah,
is that,
like every
is that
house.
why it's Sky?
Every house has Sky Dish. Yeah.
I hate those things.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't like them.
When
I
I lived
like
in
those dishes.
when I lived in
Put
you
that shit underground.
you've seen DirecTV and
my
Dish
opinion.
Network or whatever. They have like those smaller
Yeah.
satellite dishes that are like this big. When I lived in Puerto Rico, I guess it's just on the peripheral of that service area. So if you wanted to get one of those satellite providers, you had to get 2 giant dishes to be able to pick up the signal.
Good lord.
You couldn't just
Nightmare.
get by with like the normal
You know
little
what
one.
is? I tweeted about this the other day. Every advert is like, yeah, Best Buy, go to Best Buy, get a 4K TV for the Super Bowl, blah, blah, blah. Not only can you not watch the Super Bowl in 4K, you can't watch it in HD. You can watch it in 720p, but you can't, nothing's broadcast over cable in 1080p.
You can get 1080i.
Yeah.
Or you get your little antennas out, rabbit ears, and do it. You get high def that way.
Yeah, but not
Even still, it's
not
it's
4K.
not, it's highly compressed and it's not 4K.
Over the air, it's not nearly as compressed.
It doesn't look great.
Over the air, it looks pretty
So
good.
they didn't
no Blu-ray.
they didn't broadcast the Super Bowl in 4K.
No, I think they
Yet
recorded
it
it
still
in 4K.
looks better.
How?
I don't know. I'm being subjective.
Oh, you mean on a 4K TV because it's upscaled?
Yeah.
It's because he has a 4K TV.
No, actually, I do, but not my main TV's not. I got that wall. Remember that TV I was describing that's in the wall?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm
Where the
reaching my
Xbox-
limit.
The Xbox controller doesn't reach through
Gavin,
the wood.
I'm at my limit with that TV. I've got to do something about it.
I'll take it.
It's a projection TV. So there's a lot behind the wall. There's like a big thing.
You got a rear projection?
It's a rear projection TV. It doesn't have an HDMI
from-
port on it.
Is
It's
it
been-
old?
It's been built Well, yeah, it's a little bit older. It was built when the house was built. It was put in the wall. And the house is like 5 years
Why
old.
you just replace the TV?
Because it's in the wall. It's like I gotta find a TV that's that size. It's in the wall. It's in it.
Could you not adjust the size of the hole?
You don't need that depth. Just cover it. Just cover the hole. Are you saying it's not going to take up all the space in the wall?
What?
I think you're blowing his mind, Gavin.
But
don't
no,
think he's
I don't
considered this.
understand. I legitimately
You
You're
just get
saying-
like
You're
an
saying I should
arm,
hang it in front of the hole?
right? Like, right. You get
Hang
like
it
an
for the hole?
arm that articulates out and then covers up the hole. You don't need to cover all the
Just
depth.
put it over the hole. What do you mean?
He's saying hang it over the hole. You're saying put an arm. There's no hole. There's nothing to put the arm on because it's a hole.
There's got to be a stud back there.
So wait.
Yeah, really far.
Wait, so
Right,
there's
and
a
that's why the
hole-
arm is for.
There's a hole in the wall, and then it just drops down to the floor?
Yes. It's like a set of cabinets,
Wait.
and it's the back side of the cabinet. I'm gonna take a picture of this so you guys can understand this.
Just put another TV there.
I think you can just put a TV.
The
in there.
TV's like 3 feet deep. Not
It
quite.
doesn't matter. It's like
But-
putting a blind on a window.
A window with no glass in it. Yeah, sure. You want to say that? It's a fucking hole.
You just cover it.
What's that?
Just cover it.
It's a big TV.
Well, how big? 100 inches?
No.
It's 65 inches?
Yes, I believe it
Get a
is.
70-inch TV. Job
You
done.
know, it's got to
You'll
be the
never know.
exact size, because then otherwise it would
You
be
don't
too
hang it
big.
from the top like a goddamn picture on the wall, Gavin. You gotta hang it from the middle.
You
No,
give me
put
a
it
Costco.
on-
You can get like a 65-inch TV for
There's
like
a ledge,
$900.
right? There's a ledge.
Ledge for what?
There's a wall with a hole in it. At some point, the wall ends, and there's a hole. Right?
Right.
Where that ends, that's where you put your TV.
That's the screen. Listen, listen to me, you British fuck. You're imagining a TV that looks like TVs today, where it's a square and that's the entire TV. This is not that. This has a base.
Can Ashley send you a photo? Can we see what this looks
I
like?
don't want to get her involved.
There's
with
a
this.
base?
You don't want her to know there's a solution.
Yeah, of course, it's a projection TV, so there's a base. Yes.
Well, okay, a
That goes
projection
to the
TV
floor.
to me is a screen, and behind it, there's some gubbins that project
I see
onto
what
it.
you're saying.
Yes.
I see what you're saying.
Wait.
He's right.
Explain it in English to me.
It's the bottom part.
Right.
It's
that
everything
goes
else
to the floor.
under the TV that supports it. Like think about a rear projected television that has all like the shelf that it sits on. All of that would just be left gaping open if you replaced
Right.
it. You would have
Behind the wall.
You would have to build another mini wall at the bottom
or a
something,
shelf,
or
a
shelf,
table
or something.
for it to
Right.
stand on.
Okay.
And then if you see beyond the TV, you got this table that I built. Looks like shit.
The hole is way too big for any
why
TV.
didn't
It's not a
he-
16 by 9 hole. It's a whatever. It's a fucked up size.
No, you lost me on that. It's a 16 by 9 hole. It is.
Right, but the hole's bigger because there's space under the TV.
No, that part's behind the wall.
Then
That-
you're fine. Then you're fine.
That part
I was with you. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I understand that. And then he was like, yeah. No, that's not the
He
issue at all.
changed it. He changed it.
It's not hard
You've
to
got
figure.
a TV-sized hole
Yes.
to put a TV over.
Right.
So put a TV
But
on
the
it.
hole is deep. It's really
It
deep.
doesn't matter if it's deep. Just have a hole.
If it's completely covered, who cares?
Nah.
Just put nothing there.
nah. You guys are lunatics.
This is so frustrating.
It doesn't make any
Plus,
sense what
how
you're
do
saying.
I gotta figure out how to get this TV out of this hole in the wall, which was built.
Put one hand over here,
They
one
didn't
hand
put-
over here.
You gotta see this thing.
And
They didn't put a TV there and then build a house around
They
it.
They
probably
might
put-
have done that. They might have done that.
They definitely did it.
They might have done it.
That's not how houses work. So is the TV on the foundation? Is it through the floor?
Might be.
It's attached. They put concrete there.
You mean like did they
Right.
pour
Thousands of-
cement and wedge it in?
Thousands of years from now, archaeologists are going to find it. It's going to be like like the pyramids are for us nowadays.
I feel like you guys are making fun of me.
Right.
Get
feel
a
like we got that.
78-inch TV, put it over the hole.
Worst decision my parents ever made, as far as movies go, which I loved, was they said this kid really likes the Star Wars movie a lot. My parents are way older than me. Like,
Oh, and
had
then they
me
took you to Alien?
they took me to go see Alien
Yeah.
because I like Star Wars a lot. So I was like a kid in Alien, and I was just like, I made it all the way through the egg hitting the guy in the face, everything through like right through the chest bursting scene in the dining room, and then that was like I lost my shit at that point.
I was terrified.
They got me out of there for that one.
Of Alien as a kid.
Yeah.
So if you
I'd
have
have made it through the end with the alien and the ducks and all that, I'd have just that'd have been the end of me.
If you had a phone,
But it was great.
if you had a phone that was like this fat, and then your new phone was like
Oh
this
my God.
fat,
Are you going back
Go
to
ahead,
that?
now please.
is that a problem for you?
In what way?
Like in your
what
hand,
way?
it's not deep enough anymore?
Now imagine if I have a docking station for the big fat phone, and then I get the little phone that's thinner. I can't just use the same docking station because it'll just like be it'll be flopping around in there like a fish.
Hey, was the Laser Team poster bigger or taller than the studio?
You guys understand what I'm saying?
That's exactly what we're going through
we
again.
had?
So the
Just another one of these dumb
Here's
shits.
what happens. Here's what happens. Look at me. TV goes up like this from the floor. It goes up. Whoop. And then the screen.
Why don't you
Look,
get
I'm
out
not
your
done with the-
fountain pen and draw me a diagram?
I'm not done with this yet. Then it goes up, and then it goes like this, over, like so. It's like a pipe. in
Is it a
Mario.
Bang & Olufsen?
So it goes like this. It goes ooh, like that, and then it's flush up against the wall, and they cut a hole there. So if I take the TV out, boot, then I've got a hole in the wall that goes all the way down to the floor behind the wall. That's what I've got. I've got a cavity
So?
back there.
Let's get a filling then.
Put candy in there.
So I can get a TV, but I gotta find a way to tangle TV on a hole where there's nothing to support it.
Jelly beans.
So you're using you got like a nice house full of nice things, but you're using an old
720p,
rear projection
720p.
TV without HDMI.
Because you don't want a cavity in
I go
your house.
HDMI or Xbox One. I go HDMI to DVI. That's what I have to do for that TV.
Wow.
That's what I have to do for that TV. It works fine. I can still play it, but it's just like it could be better. And it's like at this point, it's not that much money relative to the cost of TVs.
What's
like,
not much money?
to replace it with like a decent TV? Like Gus said, it's like $800. That's like to get a good TV that you use all the time. It's not so bad. So I just gotta.
You say you should replace it then?
That's what the whole conversation is, Gavin. What? What's wrong with you?
Because you're not replacing it. And you're
I
still
can't
using it.
because of the whole.
I
Gavin.
gotta read this. Let me read this for the love of God.
I can't describe the whole
Stop.
any better than I can.
I want to remind everyone, this episode of the podcast is brought to you by...
You want to hand me the bottle opener?
Try
Give me the one that Gus can't work with.
Oh, it's
The
broken.
decapitator?
I know. That's what I meant.
I'll bet you'll be able to work it.
I bet I can too.
Oh, Jesus.
Ooh, wow, that's a heavy item to do that with.
Ow.
You threw that
that
to
hit
neither
you?
Barbara nor me.
Yeah, if
bounced
you were
off
throwing
something.
a gummy bear, that would have been terrible.
Nope.
Yep.
Someone that was
Huh.
more
If
dramatic.
it had worked,
No, no.
maybe I wouldn't have been
Bash
banging
it
on
as
it.
hard as you can.
Is that what I was doing? Bashing it?
It
Oh,
worked.
look at that.
Pinch my hand. Oh, Gus, you jealous?
Nope.
I can't do that. I always have buddies that can. That's gonna bruise.
You did it before the podcast and you flicked it into your laptop.
Straight down.
Quite impressive.
Oh, it's pure skunky.
Did
So
you
what
wanna
are the
do-
legacy
It's Corona.
crap?
It's always...
I thought you wanted to do something with tweets this podcast.
Oh, I got some stuff. We got what? 10 minutes left? 4 minutes left? Do you want to talk about the Netflix tax that just passed in Australia?
What's that?
They're going to tax digital goods from overseas
Oh, yeah?
so that they're not like unfairly competitive with the digital goods from within Australia.
Everything's already ridiculously expensive there.
I know. Sucks.
Did you see that
Now we're taxing digital stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kanye West is $53 million in debt and is trying
Yeah.
to get Mark Zuckerberg to give him a load of money?
What, is he really 53 million in debt?
That's what he said on Twitter. And he was tweeting...
How?
He was saying, stop giving your money to like an African school. You're only opening one school. Give it to me.
Because he's the greatest artist of all time?
Yeah.
I fucking love Kanye West.
But people are talking about him. That's all he needs, man.
But he's
He
in his
just
own
wants people
world.
talking about it. And now people know, oh, his album's coming out soon.
Hey, not to get too political, but let's talk about politics for a second.
Go on.
So,
Great.
Gus, explain to me how Bernie Sanders can win by 20 percentage points in New Hampshire and walk out of that state with as many delegates as Hillary Clinton. How does that happen?
Oh, I have no idea. That's like... I don't know.
What's the point of having the vote?
I don't know.
Because then they said, oh, no, yeah, he won, but, we have this other thing that we use.
That whole like delegate system and everything, I don't get it. You would think a vote is a vote.
Right. And if you win by 20%, you would get more.
Right.
No. So what, does he have to win by 40%? Is that
Yeah, because that's the way the rules are stacked.
weird? That's the way the rules are stacked. I don't
Yep.
think I like that very much. All right. Uninstalling Android's Facebook app has a dramatic... I'm trying to read this and I can't. Dramatic increase in performance in both the CPU and in the battery life of Android phone.
iDroid.
Have you deleted your Facebook app yet from your iPhone?
No.
You should absolutely do it.
But I use it to post to Facebook.
I used to complain about my battery in my iPhone all the time. In fact, I just complained about it today. I was complaining about it to Jeff.
I heard you bitching about it all morning.
I wasn't bitching about it all morning.
You're bitching
You just
about...
said you were.
You said
I
going
just
from
complained
the
about it to
6...
Jeff. That took 2 seconds.
You said going
all
from
morning.
the 6 to the 6S was the worst decision you could have made.
That's literally what I said.
But your deal, you went from the 6 Plus to the 6S normal.
Yes.
I just want to fix this.
The
Barbara's
issue
fixing
there
his
is that you went down to a smaller battery size. No, it's not the difference between the normal one and the S. It's the difference between the normal one and the Plus.
Uninstall Facebook. That's what I'm getting at. Uninstall it.
I just read
Where there are no rules, apparently.
on an iPhone, if you set your time, if you set the date to the 1st of Jan 1970, it breaks the phone.
Is that true? I'm going to do it.
1970.
What do I do?
No, it bricks your phone. There's no recovering it.
I don't care.
Do it.
Yeah, if you set it to January 1st, 1970, and then you reboot your phone will never boot again.
What does it do?
It just hangs on the Apple logo.
Well, it's because of the because that's that's the first second of time according to computers,
Right.
isn't it?
That's like
But
when Unix time started.
Because and then there's stuff in your phone that is before that because you have phone history and stuff, which means that anything before
It doesn't-
that it underflows all the
It's
the
negative
values.
time. Right.
Yeah, and then you end up with
Gravitational waves.
the year 2 quadrillion or whatever in the future.
Are you not gonna do it?
Do it, you
Well,
baby.
I mean, they told me what happens. Now I know what happens.
I want to see it happen.
Oh.
Just a logo. Is it urban legend?
There-
I don't know. I don't know
and
if it's
someone
real.
has already
good
made
case.
one of those
Leather?
fake. It's a hidden feature in your iPhone. If you want to unlock the rainbow logo, Apple logo, you can set your date to 1970 and reboot your phone, and it doesn't.
That's
it does not
good.
do it. It's just like a troll.
That's good, though, because it
Infographic.
sounds like that would work.
How in
Even though Apple wasn't around in 1970.
Or they're like, oh, to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the iPhone.
yeah, how in a
do the
decade of
retro-
iPhone has that not been fixed?
I think it happened as a result of this jump to 64-bit architecture, which I think happened with the iPhone 6.
You want
Ah.
you're talking about abuse. What you could do is hack a cell tower, take over the time date function, and have all the phones sync to the
Ugh.
and then it would sync them all to January 1st, 1970, and you could break
I'm gonna do it.
hundreds of thousands of phones.
You gonna do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
You
Okay.
do it
It's
right now.
broken
He's
anyway.
gonna kill his phone.
All right, good deal. Well, Gavin does that. I will.
How do you set the timer?
I want you to
It's in the
explain something to me
settings.
on this one because only you can explain to me, Gus. Quantum Break is coming out for the PC. They just announced that. This is more of a patch topic, but
Quantum
I
Break.
read about this.
Yes.
Quantum Break was announced for Windows 10.
Yes.
It was previously only going to come out on the Xbox One, but then it was announced it's also going to come out on Windows 10, and people are very mad about that. Why would people be mad about that?
People are mad. They're saying that now it is no longer a console exclusive.
So what? Is that a big deal? People feel like they bought an Xbox
for
One?
that game, right? I
And
think
now they could have
I
gotten
think
it on
it's
Windows?
Perceived outrage.
Oh, so it doesn't exist, but they're like farming like one or two comments here or there.
Well, I think people are getting mad for the other people who may have purchased an Xbox
give
One.
me a fucking
right,
break.
right. That it's just like
These
the whole.
hypothetical people that don't exist.
I think that's what's happening.
I sort of like that kind of outrage. I want to get mad on behalf of other people that don't exist.
Yeah, but no.
Did it work? Did you brick it?
He keeps scrolling.
It
Trying
doesn't
to
go
find
It doesn't go before 2002.
You have
Oh, 1988.
to- yeah, you keep scrolling and then it goes.
Oh, it's invisible now.
Right.
Researchers have achieved the fastest ever data transmission, 1.125 terabytes per second.
Terabytes or
Terabits,
terabits?
probably.
Okay,
Probably
yeah.
terabits.
Oh, I
So
went.
you divide by 8 to get the.
That's still blazingly fast.
Yeah.
You couldn't write to a hard drive that fast.
If you had an array, a really fast array, you could.
That's a big array.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a RAID 0, like a big stripe.
So I'm at December 31st, 1969. How's that work?
December. What? Oh, I also got the wrong thing. Oh, yeah. Huh. Do it then. Or does it have to be January 1st, 70?
Yeah.
You said it?
Yeah.
You got to reboot.
Okay.
Oh God.
He's actually doing it. Power
Oh,
down.
legend. Break that phone.
Then you're not gonna
So what's
do
going
it?
to happen?
What?
It'll never
You
boot
can
back
just
up.
restore it from your computer.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
You cannot. I'm telling you. That does not fix it.
So his phone is broken right now?
Yeah.
Did you back it up to the cloud?
I mean, it does it every night, does it not?
Good time to ask that question.
Does it not? We're going to find out.
Game trailers closed down.
That's
It
sad.
did.
Barbara, what was the #1 video on game trailers when it closed down?
I have no fucking clue.
Was it Monty's
Haloid by
video?
Monty O.
Really?
Nailed it.
Haloid
Wow.
was where Monty posted, or Haloid. Game trailers was where Monty posted Haloid many years ago, and that's where we watched it. It was like,
That's where I first saw it. Yep.
it was always the #1
I didn't
video.
realize it was on Game
Stayed
Trailers.
the and the Dead Fantasy series that he made was on game trailers as well. And I was very happy to see that some of our fans made sure that it was digitally archived, that it wasn't going to be lost in that, which I don't think was necessary, but was a very, very, very nice gesture. Mm-hmm. You know, I mean, I certainly have copies of it. Monty, actually, I have DVDs that Monty burned of it. Are you're bricked for bricked? You're done?
That's it. His
just
phone
been
is
loading.
broken. Why'd you do that? Did you not think it would actually do that?
No, yeah, I thought I would.
Oh, you're going to get a new phone tomorrow, though, aren't you? Because it's all
My new
cracked.
phone's actually sat on the table over there.
Oh, is it really? So you just bricked
I was
it?
gonna say it's gonna be really hard for you to get an Uber to go home now.
Here's your problem, though, that I have to point out to you. You can't wipe the data from your phone now.
I could smash it to pieces, though.
What are you going to do?
What?
You're not going to turn your phone in?
Slow-mo guys, fucking blow it up.
Yeah, I'll just shoot a hole through it or something.
What? Why don't you turn it back in? Like, there's no requirement. Was the phone? Did you just pay full price for the new phone?
Well, it's smashed. Although I guess
Yeah,
you
but he
should
gets all the
screw it.
insurance and
Yeah, look,
healthcare
that's
stuff.
it totally works. Ruined.
It
So
totally
now you don't
doesn't
need to
work.
do it
Doesn't
because
work.
Gavin did it.
What I'll do is I'll just take it to the Apple store, and then they'll wipe it.
Yeah, they can fix that at the
Yeah.
Apple Store.
And then basically the replacement service is they charge your phone, they charge your card like $1,000. They give you a new one. You send in the old one, and they give you like $900 back.
Well, you can't turn your old phone in. That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, Bernie was saying you can't wipe your data.
You can't
Yeah,
wipe
but
your
the
data.
Apple store could wipe it.
Yeah, but then you're trusting them to do it because you're getting a new phone and you're walking out. You're not watching them do it. Remember when I told you treat everything like a secret so people don't know what the actual secrets are? You just violated
What
that.
was the secret?
I was ordering from Sonic.
What?
What?
This is a conversation Gavin and I had. Remember years ago in Buda, you're like,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to be by those people. I don't want them to hear my order.
I'm gonna place this.
I'm a
I'm
lunatic.
so fucking confused. You kept it a secret that you went to Sonic for
I
lunch?
kept my Sonic order a secret.
From
Why?
what?
the
Everyone.
guy next to him.
Why?
What's wrong with you?
I have problems.
Oh, is this when you went to the drive-thru and you hit the button and they
a
asked you what you
Sonic.
wanted?
You know how it is.
I know how it is. I now remember the story. You wouldn't give your order out loud because the people in the other cars would hear it.
They were too close.
What's wrong with you? What's
too
wrong
close.
with
They were
you
too
that you think
close.
like that?
What do you think they're gonna do though?
Like I said, treat everything like a secret. That people don't know what your real secrets are.
You're an insane person.
That's an insane way to live your life. You're scared that people will overhear your Sonic.
Although this explains a lot about Gus's personality.
I wish I'd go the other way, which is like nothing is a secret and not give a fuck what anybody knows about me. In
Then
any
no
way
one cares.
whatsoever. You, at some point, just go, I don't give a fuck. It's not going to change my life if somebody knows something about me.
I ain't give a fuck.
Especially because I had a chili cheese dog for lunch. I don't really think that's going to really
don't know-
change my
You
life.
don't know what my order was, though.
I don't. You're right. So I'm just going to guess the worst.
I'm gonna guess it was a cheeseburger.
You went with Alan Richardson and ordered a shit barf sandwich. What was it that he wanted to do? Oh, Gavin's going to throw up.
Shomit.
We're filming more of that.
All right. Two more things.
Yeah.
First is, I'm really surprised none of you watched The Walking Dead.
Nah.
None of you watched The Walking Dead.
I don't like it.
You don't? Okay. How far did you watch it? Because you used to watch it.
Season 1. I watched all of season 1.
Season 2 is kind of a stinker. So
Great. I gave up just in time then.
you really did. Season 2 is like half the season they're like on this farm looking for one person. That's literally the whole first half of the season.
Yeah.
And guess what? They find her and she's dead. Spoiler.
I'm happy with my
Thanks for
decision.
saying that after.
Hot.
I bet it's getting
It's season
hot.
2.
Is
I
it
think
gonna
we're on like
explode?
season 7
It
at this
might.
point.
It's really hot.
Get the fandom out. So,
So Walking Dead is back, and for those of us who enjoy pop culture, Walking Dead is back on the air, and they had a crazy first episode. So I'm literally talking to nobody about that because
Yeah,
none of you
cool.
watch Walking
We're all
Dead.
really interested.
All right, go back to fucking playing The Witness.
What
asshole.
else you got? That was number one. What's number two?
Then I had this thing where I wanted to read. I went through your Twitter accounts and found
let me feel that. How hot
a
is it?
tweet from each of you that I thought was an interesting tweet from the last week.
Oh, Jesus. It's pretty hot.
Gus's was Ruby data stats. You retweeted Adam Baird.
right.
And yours was about the Ruby finale. So it
Yeah.
kind of pairs
Are you
together.
just listing tweets that we made? What's the game?
I want to talk about him because I want to find out more information about him.
She didn't.
I actually, for Gus's, he had a tweet where one guy was rolled down his window and yelled, "Fuck you, asshole," to somebody else on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
What was that?
I was driving through the domain in the parking garage, and I pulled in. And like right as I pulled in, it was like there was a backup of cars, another backup of cars, and like one car turned, and then like some guy in a big truck rolled down his window and just screamed "fuck you, asshole" at someone else who
you?
was driving around. No, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck.
Cut him
just
off or
happened.
something like that?
Who knows, right? It's like what warrants that response? You're sitting in a parking garage.
It is
I assume
Valentine's Day.
someone took your parking spot.
Or somebody took his Valentine. Then it's warranted.
It's like I don't understand getting so angry to the point you roll down your window.
You don't
and
understand
scream.
getting that angry?
I would not to where I would roll down a window and scream at
"Fuck
someone.
you."
I scream
That's
in
a
the
little
car.
too
I
much
keep my
human
windows up. I'm a
interaction.
Well,
civilized man.
that would require you to interact with
They would know
another
my
human.
secret
Did
swears.
you do anything for Valentine's Day for Esther? Speaking
No.
of Valentine's.
No.
You guys are
Really,
into that.
Gus?
No.
No, don't say it like that.
He's kidding.
It was our 11th Valentine's Day. What am I going to do at this point?
So you
Fuck.
did nothing.
Yeah, we did that.
What'd you do? I mean, you did nothing really. Nothing. No romantic gesture for your wife.
No.
Really?
You're lying.
You woke up that day, didn't just said.
I
It's
said Happy
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
You did.
Well,
Yeah.
that's sweet enough for Gus.
You really?
Yeah.
Did you do something nice with your significant other?
No.
You guys didn't do anything?
We got brunch together,
Well, brunch is nice.
but it was just normal brunch.
What'd you do? You went and saw Deadpool?
We saw Deadpool. I also made a little card, and I booked us some rubs.
You sure you went for rubs?
We didn't go because it was like fully booked, but
Yeah, Valentine's Day is a big rub day.
it was. We're gonna go
Yeah, it
for
is.
like
It's gotta be, right?
we're gonna go for couples rubs.
You outsource that affection. What does that mean?
I
Couples
don't know.
rubs.
I've never done
They
it.
rub you together, right?
I
Was
don't
it another
understand the
couple?
point of couples massages.
Why?
Because it's like, I don't know, massage, I'm okay just being there by myself, not talking to anybody.
Yeah, she said the same thing. I was like, let's do couples rubs. She was like, oh, that's weird.
It is weird.
It is weird. I don't know why I did it.
I mean, it's
I just thought it'd be cool, like relax together. I thought it was a nice thing.
And lastly, the tweet that you had. Well, first of all, the Ruby finale was incredible.
Fucking fantastic.
Really great. Hats off to the animation group who finished Ruby Volume 3. You guys are awesome. That was an incredible season. And I've been waiting for some of the stuff that happened in the season to come for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there was a point in time when I was, like, in Season 2, Volume 2, I was like, why don't we just move this up? You know what I
Right.
mean? Because I was like, I want to see some of this stuff now.
I knew
Yeah, I
Yang
was-
was going to get her arm chopped off.
I was seeing stuff and I was like, man, Monty told me
YouTube.
about this
Yeah,
like
just-
2.5 years ago. He
Yeah.
told me this moment.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
But the team that does it was like, nah, there's a pace we're moving at, and all this stuff makes sense for when it's going to happen.
The amount of traffic that came through the website was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that was another tweet that you made, which is at one point we had a sustained
32
31
gigabits.
gigabits a second.
What does that mean?
Son of a gun.
That's
a lot.
4 gigabytes a second of data transfer going
Just-
out.
Just streaming
Wow.
out. So we're going to get a big
crazy.
bandwidth bill. And the last tweet that I saw was a tweet by Gavin, where Gavin's cat, Smee, has learned to open doors.
Just change out the doorknob, right? To like the circular kind.
Or lock it.
Everyone's saying that. I'm going to change every single doorknob in every room.
Why don't you just lock it?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Okay,
lock it.
Just kill the cat then.
No, it's just ruined. You know, the cat's too smart for the house.
It's just going
So you have to
what,
buy a
you
new
let him
house?
go? Would you ever let Smee go be an outdoor cat?
Be an outdoor cat? I don't know. Probably not.
Joe's an indoor-outdoor
He
cat.
wants to smee the world.
I don't want it to get run over.
Stop getting on that, Barbara. What's wrong with you?
So, by the way, if Apple Store can't erase that, then me doing that just cost me $900.
They
That was
can't
an
erase that
expense.
phone.
They
now.
can't?
I wouldn't know. Well, they could.
If they like do a
What?
firmware restore or something to like erase.
Give it to me. Let me see if I can do something. Let me see. Come here. I'll see if I can fix it.
Oh, Jesus.
Stop throwing things at me.
Oh, you really did smash this thing. That sucks.
There is one more thing I want to mention. Speaking of phones, I want to remind everyone that I'm going to be the voice of Hawkeye in Marvel Avengers
That's so
Academy.
awesome, Gus.
Hey, didn't you say that last week?
That
yeah,
is
I did.
so
I did
cool,
say that
dude.
last week. We put out a podcast Let's Play that was sponsored by them. I do want to let's say that, but I'm actually.
I saw the rest of the cast. That is incredible.
Yeah,
that
there's
cast
some
list that
there's
you're
some
on.
really big names on that cast.
Dude,
and
I'm so
it's
happy for you.
impressive. I recorded all of that audio last week, so I'm hoping that it's going to be in like the next patch. I don't know that, but I'm hoping that by the next patch it'll be in there.
Give me a line.
Shit,
line.
I don't remember. I think I have the script on my desk still. I'm gonna get it. It was like
It's Hawkeye.
it's
so
3 pages of scripts.
I believe it. Those video game scripts are huge.
Mark Nut.
But it's Hawkeye, so most of it's like what death noises, right? 'Cause the character sucks.
I had to do like an attack sound and a power.
What is
attack.
that when you're
right? And,
Hawkeye? Thwip.
and then a power attack sound. So I did all the attacks. I was like, "What's a Hawkeye power attack?" I had to get help from the people in the booth. But it's a fun game. I'm playing quite a bit. So
I haven't played
you
it.
should- you
I need to
should
play.
check
I
it
will
out.
play it. I will.
it
I'm
makes me
going to protest. I'm not going to play it until your voice is in there.
It makes me think of. I like that. I appreciate that.
Sweet.
Did you fix it?
I turned it off. But I don't think I fixed it.
Throwing things at me.
Like it seemed worth it for content, but that is it. That was an expensive move.
Someone's saying you could.
That's why I didn't do it.
This is just as much work. Someone's saying you could turn the door handles over, so you have to lift them up instead of pushing them down, and then Smee couldn't
It'd be
activate
great if I
them.
walk around the ceiling.
Or just
I guess.
lock your door.
What do you
That's
mean?
it.
No. I'm not.
Don't tell me what you mean.
He's
That's
not,
a simple thing I just said.
I'm not worried about him like
What do you
escaping
mean
the
me?
house.
How dare you?
I'm worried about me not being able to sleep without him coming in the bedroom.
What? Your cat comes into the bedroom. That's what cats do.
Do you not sleep with your bedroom door open?
No, we lock him out.
Why?
he-
what does he do?
He
You-
traipses around on
wait,
our faces.
you
he
what-
drinks my water.
You what him out?
Lock. By shutting the door. I'm not actually locking the door.
Then lock the door then.
Can you
It
just
doesn't
put-
have a lock.
can you put
There's no
something in
lock on your
front of-
bedroom door.
I think
No.
that might be the most British thing Gavin's ever said. He traipses about on my face and drinks my water.
He does.
Could you
Does
put
all
something
that.
in front of your bedroom door that would stop him from pushing it open?
We used to do that in the old house because the door didn't close. It was broken. And he just used to push it.
Put like a chair in front of
We used
it.
to put the laundry basket there.
Let me
and
tell you how
just-
to discipline a cat.
Just do that.
If you have a cat and you're listening to the podcast, I recommend you pause it. Get the cat out of the room before I do this. Here's how you discipline a cat, Gavin. I'm going to teach you. Make this noise. Psst. That's it. Sorry, Barbara. Spit on Barbara. Make that noise, just like Barbara. You will not get anywhere near me for like the next 30 minutes.
So,
You make
I
that
don't need a
psst
shower
noise
anymore
enough.
tonight.
my cat is fearless.
Cats, bring me over. I will make the
Fearless.
psst noise at it.
It's actual spit gloves. It's
Missy?
good.
It's just like little specks.
Those are free. You can keep those, Babs.
Yum.
What shall I do to this phone in slow mo?
So someone here
Run it
is
back.
saying, according to James Duffy on Twitter, they say the fix for Gavin's brick phone is to allow the battery to die, and the time will reset and reboot.
Very nice.
So just let it sit there like that overnight. And,
I think
or-
I have a month to send it back
or-
before they.
if it's a 6, just leave it there for
success.
30 minutes. It'll be dead.
Just leave it like that.
I'm good. I hate those.
All right. No, I'm good. It's probably time to wrap up.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So
Good
thanks, everyone.
podcast, Gus.
Good podcast. Good podcast. Good podcast, everybody. We'll see you guys next week.
Don't
Love
forget to
you.
watch The Amazing Race on CBS on Friday nights. At
RTX
8 o'clock.
tickets also.
RTX
Oh, yeah.
tickets
RTX.
are going on sale. They're already on sale if you're watching this on YouTube.
Tuesday, the 16th at 10 a.m.
Are you excited about tomorrow?
Tomorrow. If you're watching
you're
this as a
watching the
sponsor,
live stream,
there's
yes.
even more advanced information. If you're a sponsor of roosterteeth.com, you're getting super advanced information that the RTX tickets are going on sale tomorrow morning.
And if you're a sponsor, you should have received an email with the discount code for 5% off the cost of RTX tickets. Yet another fine reason to sponsor at roosterteeth.com. So thanks everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.
Love you.
What else? Anything else? Bye.
Podcast. I wonder what the crew is about to bring. Cause I've been waiting all week since last Monday to hear what they gon' say, so now let's see. Gus, Gavin, Barbara, Burnie, and Gus. You gotta say them twice cause we love them so much. Talking about the news while they're getting bevved up. Maybe Gavin or Google if we're any luck. It's the podcast. It's the podcast. It's the podcast. It's the podcast.